Hello everyone and welcome for the final time, sadly for the final time on F1 2019. We are going to be racing an ALR for bronze then, and it's been a fantastic season, hasn't it? The first ever season in bronze has really been brilliant stuff indeed then. Anyway then, as we are here in Baku then to finish off what has been a absolutely fabu season, it really has, hasn't it? And last time out we did crown a new bronze champion for the first time ever, so congratulations indeed then. And we'll go through all the other bits and bobs in just a few moments time as well. We've got 17 cars then in this session, and we'll go and we'll then be we'll talk about everything that's happened over the course of the season, and we'll go from there. As I'm just stumbling over my words, as I am trying to also quickly get the old stream shared on all the social media platforms and all that kind of jazz as well. So I'm trying to be professional here, which is never a good thing, is it? Anyway then, yeah, final race here, round 9 of bronze, and of course it's been a bit of a shorter season, hasn't it? Bronze as compared to gold and silver, as it was started just after the Italian Grand Prix, wasn't it? As I'm just quickly getting the old telemetry up as well then. So yes, for the final time here in ALR, for the final time F1 2019, we are league racing then, and it's a bit of an emotional day it is for me. I'm going to have a bit of a tear in the old eye, I really am then. So in the Drivers' Championship, Nude Potato there is the world champion of bronze. Had fantastic stuff indeed there. He's got a 44-point gap over Gurman in second there. It just wasn't enough in the end there for Gurman, was it, unfortunately. Energetics is in third position then, but all of them have been confirmed promoted then. Velocity in fourth. Fifth position is Hammer. Sixth position is Forza, dropping down one position. Curly Red seventh. F1 2019 in 2 races. He has moved straight up to 8th position. He's had a fantastic start, hasn't he? Maz in 9th position. Lucius having a strong end to the season as well in 10th position as well. Blaz down 1 position. Blaz down 3 positions, and Mike down 3 positions as well. In the constructor standings, it is constructors world champions for Alfa Romeo, 63 points. Incredible stuff, isn't it? From the Alfa Romeo team, 63 points in front of Haas, who've moved up to second then. Really good stuff from Haas. And Red Bull have dropped down to third, and then 19 points adrift of Haas going into the final stages of this season as well, and so it's going to get very intense to say the least then, isn't it? Toro Rosso in 4th position, and they're only 6 points in front of McLaren then. William, there's a bigger gap between McLaren and Williams. It's 46 points, isn't it? Then it is all to play for 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th position might be slightly out of it, but yeah, so Ferrari are 3 points behind Williams. Mercedes are 5 points behind Ferrari, and Renault are 7 points behind Mercedes then. Very tense stuff indeed then, isn't it, as we approach the final stages of the championship. Racing points are at the bottom at the moment there on 10 points then. So then in this first qualifying session, we are aiming to lose 2 drivers in this session then, and we'll see how they do indeed. And I'm sure it's the McLaren out there at the moment, but yes, I did. It was Bradfield then. He is on track at the moment then, and he is in the McLaren then for the final time then here in 2019, and we're on board then with Bradfield in the McLaren then. So he's coming down the back straight as well. He's on the soft tire then. It's going to be the 2 drivers at the bottom of the order. It will be taking the walk of shame then. And which will be unfortunate, wasn't it? But that is the way it is in qualifying. So we've got 3 qualifying sessions, and it is this first qualifying session is 18 minutes long. We're going to be losing 2 drivers, who is qualifying 16th and 17th, and then in qualifying 2, it is all about getting into Q3, isn't it? The top 10. But remember, if you get into the top 10, you have to start on tyres which you set your fast on. That is the penalty for the fast drivers, isn't it? And the other 5 drivers will also be taking the walk of shame from 11th to 15th, and then in qualifying 3 is about who is the fastest on this day in history, and we'll find out that in the next hour or so, won't we? Energetics is out of pole position so far this season. He's had 4 pole positions, I should say. Nude Potato's out of pole position, and so has Gernman as well as Bradfield there, kissing the wall there out of turn 15 as well. Then yeah, so there is nothing on the there's nothing on the line, is there, here tonight in terms of gold, is there? As both driver and the constructors have been won. Then we're on board with Bradfield now as he is coming up to the line then, and let's see what he does. Well, he's almost out of deployment, and this track is very hungry on Earth's deployment, is it? DRS is wide open for Bradfield. He comes over the line and he goes at the moment top of the timesheet on a 40.039 then. Good stuff indeed there from Good stuff indeed then from the McLaren driver. Lovely stuff indeed then. We got Mike, who's gone second, and he's on the medium tyres, Mike. So that's an interesting strategy, isn't it, there from Mike? He's on the medium tyre then, and he is second fastest, only 7 tenths of a second away from Bradfield on those medium compact tyres. We've got a Ferrari of Gunnar, who's gone third fastest then, whilst New Potato then, the champion, is asserted as a forward high straight away, and is on the fastest so far. Lovely stuff indeed there from the car 96, the world champion of bronze. Brilliant stuff indeed then. But the Gort there is just is eclipsed him by a tenth of a second. If you really can eclipse anyone by a tenth of a second, fantastic stuff there from the Gort in his second race there for the Williams team. He had a good race in France, didn't he? Picked up I think he was picked up 4 points in, so I think he was 8th. Good stuff indeed. That Lucius has gone into third fastest. Lucius had a very strong Grand Prix in France as well. Collins there is behind Sean Hammers at the moment, isn't he? There's a bit of a queue at the moment, isn't there? There's a bit of a queue here, but on Sean Hammers. Collins is on a quick lap. Hammers is also on a quick lap as well, but Hammers is on the medium compound tyre, and he doesn't have to give way if he doesn't want to, does he? Hammers there has gone straight on there, and it's gone out of the way. Then here comes Collins. He's in the wall. He's facing the wrong way. He has made a meal of the castle section there, but reversing out of the way then. He's trying to, but unfortunately we got a bit of a blockage, and this is our first blockage here tonight. Then I don't expect it to be the last either, as he's going to do a 21-point turn to get out of there, isn't he? And that's a shame there for Collins. Collins has got a 5-place grip penalty there for a collision with Hammers. I'm not sure how unfair that is, really. How fair that is, because he was just trying to get out there. Collins is retired from the session there, and he is our first retiree in the Azerbaijan weekend. Event, I should say. Just watching Curly Red then, as he is on an outlap at the moment. Forza's not. No, Forza is just about to complete his lap as well. While I saw that was going on. Oh my goodness me, that's Collins is out of the race. Out of the qualifying, I apologise. I completely forgot he's in the Renault. So Collins there damaged the car. He is out of qualifying. I think Forza's got some damage on that end plate as well, hasn't he? Oh goodness me, he has indeed. Look at that, there's a bit of end plate missing there on the McLaren, and that is not good at all, is it? From the Forza, so he's going to have a lot of understeer there in that McLaren. It's going to be difficult to turn for Forza, but he's carrying on. Then he is, I would say, the only man out on track. You would tell a lie, because the other man out on track at the moment is Curly Red as well. We got 7 cars and set time so far. We've got Collins, who's in the barrier in the Armco already, and he is not going to be able to. He's unfortunately out of this qualifying session, but he's still 15th for the moment. People have to get around and still set a time. Then we got some comments there, as Nunda said, my time trial didn't help me from smashing the wall, and we've also got Emerson saying, even though I hope Ayrton get another points finish tonight and have a strong end to the season there. Yes, indeed, we hope Ayrton does have a good end to the season as a Forza is in the pits. Curly Red then coming out of the castle section. That's where it all went to pot there earlier on there, didn't it? Goodness me, there was a lot of carnage there, wasn't it? As unfortunately Collins then is out of the car, he's out of qualifying, and he is a spectator like me now for the foreseeable future, unfortunately. On board Curly Red then, he has done a 15, no, he's done a 16-2 in the second sector. Look at those brake discs glowing there on that Red Bull. Lovely stuff indeed then, as he now powers out of turn number 16, I should say. And now he's far past 16, so he's coming out of turn 20, the official final turn on this course, and he is coming out to the line as well. 2 DR zones around here, 1 on the start finish straight, 1 on the back straight as well. Curly Red goes 6th fastest in the Red Bull. Lovely stuff indeed then. Ayrton back out on track at the moment, and he is in the first sector as well. Nunda, as he was saying that his time trial didn't really help him, as he is still in the wall, as he still has ventured in the wall, hasn't he? And he is now coming into the fast part of the circuit. He's in the wall. I think he's in the wall, or maybe I'm just seeing things. I don't know. Has he got damage? I think I'm just seeing things, because otherwise that wing is made of steel. Oh my goodness me, he is well wide through there. Wow, that's incredible. I think that's not the quickest way to go around turn number 16, though, is it? Coming out to the line as well then, Nunez, but a bit of an adventurous lap here from Nunda. He's hit the wall a couple of times, but my goodness me, he hasn't damaged that wing, has he? He is coming full beans there up to the line as well, and Nunda goes 9th fastest there in the Toro Rosso. Lovely stuff indeed. Then Ayrton there is just finished off his lap as well. Sim is out on track as well. Sim has gone 3rd fastest. Good time there from Sim. Here comes Ayrton coming out turn 16. Ayrton is, and he is also full beans then to the the end of the lap as well. Look at him threading the eye of the needle. Ayrton is loving that helmet as well. Lovely bit of blue, green and yellow there. Very much the same colours as Ayrton Senna as well. And car 12 and it's coming up to the line as well. Let's see what he can do. Then he comes up with the grid hatches as well, and he goes 8 fast at the moment now on a 40.5. Level 17 then. Gurman, can he cement his second position? Then that is, I think that has to be a target for Gurman tonight. He is currently 6 points in front of Energetics, as Energetics hasn't come out on the as well. He's on an outlap now, so between Gurman and Energetics is for the battle for a runner-up spot. It's going to be very intense indeed. Mike has just coming into the comments there and said hi-oh, hashtag, and he's gone at Team Merc then. Oh, is that Gurman in the wall? He's in the wall. Oh dear, that's not good at all there for Gurman. And oh dear, he's going to have to get out there, but that is a lot of damage there. That's it, turn 6 there as well. Oh, and I thought he ripped his wheel off there, and there's a lot of smoke there as he is trying to get himself out of there as well. It's very tight around here, isn't it? It's very narrow indeed, isn't it? Hammers is starting this lap as well. So is Energetic as well. We're on board with Hammers then in 14th position. Only hasn't set a time yet, has he? Yeah, Mike saying Team Mercedes out. That is a party event then over the summer break. Then of course as ALR has a special event going on. There's a lovely shot here from Sean Hammers. ALR has a special event about the Constructors Cup, is there, where each of the drivers who are in racing as a team now will be representing their team in the Constructors Cup as well. As F1 2019 has joined, hasn't he? He's joined the session. Lovely stuff indeed then. Yellow flag at the end of turn 1 there, as one of the Toro Rosses there is gone right off the track there. I'm wondering if he might need to get his sat nav on the go there. So good stuff indeed then. Darren saying evening Sean, evening all. Good evening Darren, I hope you're well then, and I hope you enjoyed the final race of your Formula 1 2019 career in ALR last night, and yeah, looking forward to seeing what you can do next season, and wonder what team you're going to be in as well. Of course, the draw will be happening in the next couple of weeks or so, to see which drivers will be in which cars, and Hammers then is in third position then, as he is driving for Haas at the moment. And lovely stuff indeed. We got Energetics, who is just coming out of turn number 16 as well then, going over the curb there. That curb is okay there. You can't straddle that curb, so you're okay then. Energetics is down in third position moment. He is 6 points behind Gurman, and that is the battle for second position moment. Gurman has had a not good start here with 5.5 minutes to go then. He is unfortunately hit the wall and has to come back in the pits, change the nose cone on that Red Bull. Energetics is currently third fastest. Gore is still currently top of the timesheet. Fantastic stuff there from the Williams driver. Good stuff indeed then. And Darren saying he loved it, apart from the wing changes as well. Here comes RD Wee, who is now coming to the line, and we've just seen one of the McLarens, I think it was Forza there, who put a time as well. He is 7th fastest Forza at the moment then. Here comes RD Wee coming up to the line as well. Let's see what he can do then in the McLaren. Sorry, in the Mercedes, I should say. He goes third fastest. Good time there from RD Wee. Very nicely done indeed there from car 69 then. Nunda is cruising back to the pits then, as it looks like he is almost out of fuel there, Nunda is. So, oh, goodness me there, and go! She was very much tempting fate there, wasn't he? I thought the wheel was going to come right off the car. He has got about he's got about just under 5 minutes to get himself in and back out, because currently he's very much on the perilous drop zone. And Gurman, who's usually a top driver, isn't he, is currently also languishing down in the bottom half of the tail as well. Dan has joined the session then, and Dan, of course, who is fashionably late, isn't he? And he is in the session as well then. So of course, remember last time Dan was in the Bronze League, he was fantastic, wasn't he? So let's see what he can do in the later stages then of this session as well then. 4 minutes to go in this session, and I'm going to get comfy, I think, because this one is going to be a cracker of a race. It really is indeed, isn't it? As I oh gosh, I'm getting old. That is, all my bones are crackling and all that kind of jazz. And I think I've also got a spot on my forehead as well, which is really annoying me at the moment. Actually, I keep rubbing it, and it's quite annoying really. As soon as I find something like that, I just can't help but keep touching it. Anyway, no one wants to hear about my my personal problems there and my hygiene. Well, I think I need a bit clearer self, don't I? It's I'm still going through my adolescent years, aren't I? Even though I'm 31. Here comes Gurman, who is currently on an outlap at the moment. Then we've got Curly, who is starting up as well. We've also got Forza, who is on an in-lap then. So we're going to keep an eye on Gurman's team at the moment, which is Curly Red then, and into turn 2. This is very much a very much a track where you need to concentrate on. It's also about confidence building as well, isn't it? I think I was actually talking to Dan yesterday after the silver race, where he was having a good old natter. Basically, it was me talking to myself really, as Dan probably was waiting to get out of the party. But yeah, he was. But he did say about the castle section, being you can literally gain 2 seconds in that castle section alone. And Curly Red, goodness me, and that back end stepping out. Wow, that's giving him some. Some full welly there, isn't it? Goodness me. I love the helmet there from Curly Red. Very nice indeed there. Very much all positive peak colours. I'm loving that. And he's going for the castle section as well. That's where Murphy said you can gain up to 2 seconds there. And last night you could visibly see some drivers who were being very cautious through there. And there's other drivers giving it some proper welly. As Curly Red, I've got to say, this has been a very adventurous outfit from Curly Red. He is currently through into qualifying too. But it's all about track evolution, isn't it? And whether anyone's going to be able to jump, who's behind him is going to jump in front of him. Well, Gurman might be one of those men that could at the moment then, as he hasn't set time yet, as he had some problems out of turn 6, didn't he? On board with Curly Red there, as he is threading it through then the final sector as well. This final sector really spooks me, it does, but especially when you got worn tyres, you can just drift into the barrier, can't you, and cause all kinds of mayhem. Curly Red has caused all kinds of mayhem on the rear traction of that Red Bull, and he is back in the pit set. 2 minutes to go then. Nunda is very much in the perils, isn't he? Could be out qualifying here. Collins is already out qualifying, unfortunately. No, it's not good, is it? We've got Gurman now clipping over turn 15 and almost, look at that, he's almost using all the track, and then some. There's a white line that defines outside the track. Gurman there, of course, is still within there, still within track limits, isn't it? Because he still has the 2 wheels on track as well, but that just shows what top drivers do. It's fantastic, isn't it? Back on board with Gurman now then, as he is coming up to the line then, 201 miles an hour. Look at this, still creeping up then, the Red Bull drivers. Fantastic stuff indeed then. He comes up to the line as well. Gurman currently second in the World Championship at the moment. He goes 7 fastest then. His direct rival Energetics is 4th at the moment then. And we've got a Gooner coming out then. He's got a minute and 5 seconds to get around then. And we've got Nunda, who's also out on track as well. Lovely shot here from Nunda. He is in the drop zone. There's going to be one man who's going to be taking the walk of shame, but who will it be then? As Simmons just said, good evening, Sean there. And with a look at that, a lovely phone emoji as well there. Of course, I think it's what Gresman does, isn't it? As Gort is retired from the session then. We've also got Darren saying evening to his Sim as well. And lovely bit of pleasantries exchange there in the old comment section. Fantastic stuff indeed. Oh, I'm out of breath. Not in a good showing at all, is it? I've only been on there for about 18 minutes. Goodness me. I gotta say that this is gonna be a long night for me, isn't it? And here comes Nunda. He's about to start his lap then. Let's see if Nunda can carry on his qualifying adventure for qualifying 2 then. At the moment then, Gooner is also out on track as well. Ayrton is also out there. We haven't seen much of Ayrton in this first qualifying session. He's quietly doing a very nice job indeed. He's 3 tenths of a second away from Curly Red then. Coming into the second the DRS zone as well then, down the back straight then, and let's see what he can do then, as he is coming up into turn 3 as well. Look how narrow it is down there. That is it, the checker flag has fallen, it has dropped then, and we'll see then who is going to be out qualified. Mike is still not come out of the pits there. He's either a very confident man, or he might have got away somewhere and forgot that he's still in the qualifying session. Either way then, I'll be sweating if I was that man. I'm always sweating, but goodness me, I'll be sweating even more profusely then. So here comes Ayrton, and currently he has got quite a nice buffer actually to get through, and I think that Ayrton is guaranteed to be through at the moment there with Mike. Oh, and Ayrton said, damn it, he's in the wall there, Ayrton is, and he's got a new fashion on that nose cone. Luckily though, he is still carrying on. He's got all his pieces in the right direction. Nunda is weaving from left to right there. I'm not sure there's a problem there for the Toro Rosso driver, but he looks like he might be done and dusted. I think Nunda is out of qualifying. Let's see then. So let's see what he's doing then. He's not going fast at all, is he, unfortunately there. And Gooner's also invalidated this time as well, but Gooner is through into qualifying too then, but I don't think Nunda's got some issues there, hasn't he? And that is a big shame indeed then. Darren said, Gunnar needs needs points, or he's in the Egg and Spoon League. Gunnar is saying, oh, for Gunnar at the moment, he's had the right season. I think he started off really well. Gunnar did. He's got 10 points there to his in his account there for the Ferrari. So good stuff indeed there for Gunnar, and I think he started off very well in Italy, didn't he? Unfortunately, he has gone a bit downhill since Italy. He's had some spectacular incidents, hasn't he? Gunnar has, but overall, I think he's done an okay job. He scored 6 points in Abu Dhabi, 4 points in Britain, but the other couple of races there, he has had DNFs, hasn't he? Apart from Spain, where he didn't score at all, Gunnar. But overall, I think he's had a good season. He's around the mid pack there in 14th position. Gunnar is. He's 10 points away from Mike then, so he needs at least 5th position tonight to threaten Mike's 5th position. And that is it for qualifying. Well, for qualifying 1, I should say. We're going to go to qualifying 2 in just a jiffy then, and we'll go from there as well then. So yeah, we're just waiting for I'm not sure what we're waiting for, to be honest. So yeah, we're just counting down for the next qualifying session. Absolutely good stuff indeed. And so yeah, I got to say, what has been your favourite moment of ALR Bronze this season? Of course, it's very difficult, isn't it? Remember, F1 legend just burst on the scene there and dominated in Monza, didn't he? And look at that, Gort there is less than a tenth of a second away from New Potato. Goodness gracious me, that is very close, isn't it? Very I've got to say, too close for comfort. Goodness me, but. As Nunda saying, never made it out of Q2 there, so unfortunately for Nunda, he didn't. He hasn't made out of qualifying. Out of qualifying 1 yet, but he was 4 tenths of a second away there. I don't think he got a fair bite of the cherry around Baku, but remember, don't give up, because this race can be very crazy, can it? Having said that, the last 2 races have been very good indeed, haven't they? In terms of the behaviour out there, there's been really good stuff actually. So yeah, fair play to all the drivers that have taken part there, and also I'd like to give a big shout as well, because we're on 194 subscribers at the moment. My goodness gracious me, we're about 6 away from 200. That is absolutely that is incredible. It really is, isn't it? Blimey, that's blown my mind away. Fantastic stuff indeed. Can we get another 6 subscribers before season 4? That would be great, wouldn't it? I think that has to be the target, doesn't it? As Darren is rightfully points out, it's a long race. It really is. Then Nunda also said it's a long qualifying to watch. Said well, I gotta say, the qualifying usually flies by for me. Goodness me, and I feel like I'm sat down. I'm already looking at the race set. So we're into qualifying 2, then we've got 15 cars, and we have to narrow that down to 10 before getting to qualifying 3 then. So we've got another 15 minutes of this action then, as out of the pits comes the McLaren of Forza, I believe it is, and it's very dull out there. Remember, we had a sprinkle of rain, didn't we, at the end of qualifying? I think it was qualifying 3 yesterday, didn't we? Which really did, which really spiced up the action, didn't we? You're just seeing Ayrton come out of the pits as well then. This is a long lap around here, isn't it? Of course, it's the second longest lap there on the grid, isn't it? Oh, sorry, on the calendar. So really, you have to be out there quite quickly in a jiffy, really, don't you? Otherwise, you'll be otherwise you might be caught with your pants down, so to speak. And I've had that plenty of times. So we're just watching Bradfield then, who's on and out lap at the moment. We've got a lot of drivers on and out lap. Everyone's on and out lap at the moment, apart from RD Wee and Energetics and Nude Potato as well. Darren saying that lots of wings to go missing as well then. As we've also got Nundo's giving us the old Red Bull joke as well, but Red Bull gives you wings, and also Toro Rosso does as well. Lovely stuff indeed. Then right then is we are now then just on our last one, and we are building up then for what could be an absolute cracker of a qualifying 2. Then oh my goodness me, I was just about to say I'm under rain yet, but Emerson has just thrown a proper curveball at me, and I gotta say I'm really rubbish at tennis there. So if you give any top spin on it, then I'm just going to smash myself in the face with a racket. I'll make a lot of racket, but that's not the kind of racket I really want to be making. Even though I do love a good bit of tennis. Last tennis game I played was actually Top Spin 2. Fantastic game. I really enjoyed that. Really good stuff. Anyway, enough about that. Gosh. But yes, I should be elaborating on what Emerson said there. 5 minutes till rain. Goodness me, that's going to be incredible stuff indeed then. And as Darren just asked, what is the weather? Emerson said, hence why everyone is out then. As Nunda said, he didn't check the weather, so he's checking out there. But yeah, Emerson is, that is why everyone is out. RD Wee and New Potato. New Potato might be in a bit of trouble here then. If there's rain, in fact, there it is. Rain's already coming down, and you just see it there, just dropping off from the sky. Oh my goodness me, this is going to be good then. Final time of qualifying here on Bronze End of F1 2019, and we've got a sprinkle of the wet stuff. Oh gosh, so now we got Force, and he's going to be the first man to pop a time in. It could be last man. Oh, sorry, it could be your first man over the line. It is really going to pay dividends as well then, isn't it? Remember, Forza wasn't going to be in next season, was he? But he has, but he will be getting the game now, which is good stuff for 2020. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all on the other side in next season, which begins in a couple of weeks' time now. So I'm going to be enjoying my summer break by basically venturing into the little green patch out outside of my flat, and then lying down for 5 minutes before realising that I'm going to burn like a crisp and then go back inside, because I probably should live in the Eskimo, really, or the Antarctic. Oh, forces in the wall then. Is Eskimo a country? I'm not sure. I don't know. My geography is appalling, isn't it? But yeah, I probably should live in the Antarctic, really. I probably look more like a polar bear, really. Anyway, it's fluffy. Anyways, we're coming down the back straight as well then. Here comes Forza then, and he is coming now. And oh, he hasn't got any damage there, Forza, and so he's quite a lucky young man, to say the least. Then coming out of turn 16, and let's see what he can do then. He is now on the loud pedal there. Oh, having to correct the car then. It's still light rain at the moment there, isn't it? But you can see there's already a lot of shine coming off of the tarmac there, isn't it? Now we're coming up to it, and let's see. Look at the raindrops there. They're falling on his head. Then he is going to be in DRS as well. New Potato has been given a 5-place grid penalty for causing a collision with Lucius then. And over the finish side now goes Forza. He is currently fast at the moment. Lovely stuff indeed then. As now he is currently fast. Oh, Ayrton's the wrong way. Oh my goodness me, that's a perilous position to be in. And oh my goodness gracious me, Ayrton might have thrown away a possible Q3 appearance there. Hammers has gone up into third fastest. And Gurman has got damage to his wing. He is only third at the moment. And Collins has left the session there, and that's a shame for Collins. Mike is in to qualifying is in qualifying 3 at the moment. Then Ayrton damaged in the car. What a shame for Ayrton. And Curly Red then, and Ayrton's coming back in the pits. And what a shame there for Ayrton. It really is that. And Curly Red is only 6 fast at the moment. Now Lucius is crawling back to the pits as well. There's been some shenanigans going on then with the rain. It's getting heavier and heavier. The intensity is increasing. Here comes Gunnar, and Gunnar's coming out to the line as well. And Gunnar's also lost an end plate. Is he coming in the pits? I think he should stay out. Gurman's retired from the session. Oh, Gurman has retired from the session. He's gone straight on. Oh my goodness me, this is an absolute cracker into the qualifying this season. Oh gosh, where he has gone off in turn 3, and he has misjudged that. So if Gurman does get through, he is out of qualifying. A huge blow for the man who's second in the championship at the moment. Energetics is only 6 fast at the moment. Lucius in the pits as well, and everyone else comes to the pits. I'm surprised no one actually tried to finish off their laps, and even if it is getting too wet out there. And so at the moment we've got a bit of a lull then. So we have got still 4 positions up for grabs then in the qualifying 3 then. We've had that's a very adventurous start to qualifying 2, isn't it? Goodness me, how long is this rain going to be as well? And it looks quite intense rain as well. It's a lot heavier than it was yesterday. Goodness me, there's even a bit of spray coming out the back as well. Oh gosh. Anyway then, so we're just watching Energetics, who has lost a bit of his front wing as well, isn't it? And because it gets very perilous around here in the rain, doesn't it? With the barriers so close together. Then Bradfield is back out on track now then, and we have also got Gore out as well. Gore, who was quickest in the first qualifying session, is very much looking into the abyss at the moment, isn't he? So he needs to get back out there as well, doesn't he? Sorry, I'm just taking a breather. So at the moment then we got the Gort then, who is just on an outlap at the moment then, and we'll be going from there. Then is Darren saying that Forza going ham on the D-pad then at the moment then. Well, Forza is currently top of the timesheets, isn't he, by by almost a second there. Fantastic lap there from Forza. Good stuff indeed there. Judge the conditions absolutely to perfection then. As Emerson and Darren has just informed me the Eskimos live in igloos. Brilliant. We've also got saying that Bradfield smashed there, and we also I've also read Darren's comment as well then. Yes, I don't know, I just had a brain fart there, didn't I? Anyway then, we're just on board there with the Gort then, and he is coming down and to start us up now. We've got 8 minutes to go in this session then. We got plenty of time for more action here. They got to be very cautious though, don't they? And that is a lot of rain now, so it's definitely intermediate conditions, isn't it? We're going to see the 4 wet tyres. Well, currently not at the moment because there's no puddles out there, is there? And now then Gunnar, I've got him on the brain, haven't I? Now then we have got the Gort then, who is cut into line. Yellow flag and free as one of the Haas are just coming back to the pit said. Here comes the Gort then, he is coming up to the line, and let's see what he can do as well then. No DRS anymore then because it's too wet. It's unsafe to use the DRS, of course, the drag reduction system. So Gore is going to have to go in on old school there. No drag reduction, of course, was introduced in Formula 1 back in 2011. Feels like a long time ago now as well. And if you look back at the 2011 season and look at DRS, it doesn't even look like the rear wings open that much, do they? It's incredible the amount of development goes in there. Of course, Formula 1 is not also about being the fastest car, it's also about a development race as well. It's absolutely brilliant stuff about being the fastest team, isn't it? It's about teamwork. It's also about developing, isn't it? And having these technology right to the max. Lovely stuff indeed then. So the Gore is on the lap at the moment. It's very much more pedestrian-like, isn't it? With the wet conditions out there. Look at this then. He is not not attacking those lines as much as he is there. Those lines are very slippery, isn't it? It's very perilous. Get on the accelerator and you're going to be in the scene of the accident. Remember Jolyon Palmer in the Monaco Grand Prix 2016, I think it was, where he had accelerated on the white line and went straight into the bar. Same with Giovinazzi as well in the Chinese Grand Prix in 2017 as well. Goodness me, then we can list all kinds of. Oh, Gordon, that was interesting. I thought he was going into the wall there. Never should I doubt the Gore. Fantastic, lovely over the shoulder shot as well then. And look at that, then it's the tail. It's getting very waggy, isn't it? And as Forza saying, that was a pretty intense. Got lucky with the first one out there, but yes, at the moment Forza is currently top of the pot. Oh, Gore has got into it in a big old way there. He has damaged the end plate as well. That is a lot of damage there. He has to keep going now. That is the perils of the rain here in Baku, isn't it? I wonder if we're going to see a bit of rain in the race as well. Oh dear, that is not going to toss it. Well, what do you expect there in the final race of Bronzen? We're having a bit of rain there, and there's some more than a bit of rain now. Look at the rain, the intensity is intensifying, isn't it? Gore is coming up to the line, and let's see what I can do then. It was I gotta say that up to that point now, he's also he's in the pits. Gore is, he might be out of qualifying. That is going to be a huge problem, and at the moment Gunnar is in the pits at the moment, which is a bit unusual there for the Gunnar. I'm not sure what's happened to Gunnar. I think he's just got his feet up, hasn't he? Bradfield has gone up into 7th fastest. Lovely stuff indeed there for Bradfield. And Energetics and Curly Red are going to be feeling a bit frightful by that, aren't they? It's Mike is also on track as well, defending his position. Here comes Ayrton. Ayrton unfortunately had a spin there on his first attempt. Then let's see what his second attempt can do now. Then he comes up to the line. Here he comes then, and let's see what I can do. Is I've got indigestion, gosh. Now he's coming to the line, and here comes Ayrton. He is 6th fast at the moment there. Good stuff from Ayrton. Now can he keep it going? I wonder if he's full of fuel. And there you can go round and round, and it just gets more and more confident. And here it comes. Smithy D, we've also got our champion, and here is, oh my goodness me, the champion is having all kinds of mischief here tonight. Remember, he won the title back in France, didn't he? And now then it's and of course, unfortunately, New Potato's back in the pits, and Germa is out of qualifying already. Energetic is also looking very much is looking over the shoulder as well. Goodness gracious me then. And now then he comes up to the line then, and Smithy D goes 6th fast at the moment, so there's still time out there, isn't there? There's still time to get into qualifying free with 4 minutes to go then. And we've got Energetic coming out there as well. Lucia said, goodness gracious me then, there's a lot of wobble there, isn't there? And as just taking a look then, as Sim is saying, come on Forza. We've also got Sector 3 is super twitchy there, depends on how brave you are taking the corners there. Lucius is going into the barrier there in turn 16 and that is not going to help his cause at all, but he's got to keep going, the Ferrari driver. And oh, as Nunda has got a bit of a paragraph going on, goodness me. And I'm connected to my Wi-Fi directly to the PlayStation, so I won't be able to be on live stream. It's laggy and need to have good Wi-Fi for the race. Please have an admin invite me. If anyone can invite Nunda, that'd be fantastic stuff indeed. Then, and we have also got Sim saying, "Come on, Welshies" as well. Then, as we usually have Kelly in the old comment section, don't we? And I think we have Becca in as well, don't we? So they've gone missing at the moment, aren't they? I think they probably. I don't know, they might be enjoying the sunshine out there. It's a beautiful day. Oh my goodness me, it wasn't a beautiful day earlier. We had a lot of thunder and lightning, didn't we? And I'm expecting the same here tonight as well. I'm expecting to end this season with a bang. I hope, as Gunnar's retired from the session now, so Gunnar is called a day. Ayrton has him. Oh, 007, he's got a license to thrill, but that's not going to be enough for Ayrton at the moment. He needs to find some more time. Then Curly is out on track as well. Look at the radius, horizontal, and now that is very much it's a downpour here tonight in Azerbaijan. No, I didn't expect rain on the final race. Goodness me. Darren said, who is likely to move from silver? Well, I know that New Potato, the champion, is going up, isn't he? So good stuff indeed there. And we do have a list of drivers that go from bronze to silver, so you just have to wait and see in the old draw, as I've also forgot as well. So it's but I'm going to go to the usual. Yes, you must wait and see. At the moment then, Ayrton is currently on the 54.2. How confident he's going to be around there? The track is just getting more and more greasy though, isn't it, as the time goes on here. We're on board with Curly Red and he's coming into the first sector race. 2 seconds down Curly Red is at the moment. Nah, it's not enough, he needs more. Nunez left for session then, as he has gone to sort out his Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff then. Energetics is behind as well. No, then Energetics, it's the other half of Sean Hammers then, and we're on board with Curly Red over the shoulder as well as he comes through the castle section. Look how narrow it is around there. It's incredible, isn't it? I thought Ras Castle's narrow, my goodness me. And now then is Curly Red again tail happy once again, standing on the low pedal, isn't he? And he's getting very leery, isn't he? Let's see what the second sector time brings then. We got a racing pointers in front of us. That's Ayrton, and well, unfortunately I missed Ayrton's time then, and I think he's for 2 seconds down as well. Curly is also 2 seconds down as well. This is not looking good at all, is it? And we're on board with Energetics then, who's being very gingerly at the moment, isn't he, through the middle sector. Arde Weir's on track as well. We've got New Potato then. There's going to be some tears, not from the sky, but also from these drivers as well. Oh, goodness me then. Oh, and Curly Red there is correcting the car in a straight line. That's how greasy the track is out there. Oh, my goodness me then. He comes up to the line as well. Let's see what do. His target time's a 54.6, which is by Ayrton. But the final sector, he is so quick, isn't he? Look at that. He's 2.5 seconds quicker. Ayrton there. Now this is all or nothing for Ayrton. Now can he keep going? Oh, and now Curly Red is out. That's both Red Bulls in the water, and he just kept going. And even if he gets through now, he's out of qualifying. He has totaled the car. Oh no, that's not good, is it? Artie Wee is coming to the line as well. Let's see what he can do. Is he through? He is through. No, it is the Gore. I apologise. The Gore is through, and up into 5th position as well. Energetics is the second down, but it's the final sector where they're all finding time, isn't it? And what does Energetics do? He does indeed as well. He is over the 6th fastest, and that final sector is where they're really finding some pace there. Good stuff indeed then. Here comes Ayrton, and also we got a New Potato as well. He is currently in 15th position then. Let's take a look then. The second sector then is coming up now just before turn 16 then. That's a lot of spray. He has done the 26-1 there. Ayrton is still on track then. Has he got enough? He's 2/10 of a second up Ayrton. He needs to keep it going. We've only got 8 cars in Q3 because we've lost 2 Red Bulls are in the barrier. Lucius is finished and he is down in 11th position. We've lost RDW and we've lost Gunnar as well in 13th and 14th position then. Here comes New Potato. The champion is coming up to the line. What is he going to do then? Here is Potato. He is through and in 5th position. Fantastic stuff indeed then. We've got one more runner. It's Ayrton. He's 3/10 of a second up in the second sector. Now he needs to go full beans there. He's almost out Verso. He's going to be losing a lot of output there from the engine then as he comes up to the line. Let's see what he can do then. His target time at the moment is a 53.5 then. Can he improve then? Look at that, the right hand side then. And there is his time then. Has he done it? He's looking good. It's through. Ayrton is through into qualifying 3. Fantastic time in the end then. And we have lost Bradfield, Smithy D, Lucius, RD Wee and Gunnar all out of qualifying. 2 Red Bulls would have got through unfortunately, but both of them have gone into the barrier. And Darren saying Curly through park it, and unfortunately he has parked it, but in the worst possible ways. He has damaged the car, and unfortunately you need to get back to the pits under your own steam there if you want to take part in qualifying further there. Of course, they don't have any T cars in Formula 1 anymore, do they? Where if you crash, then you can just go and go into the spare car. Unfortunately, that is not the case anymore. It's caused about cost saving and all that kind of jazz. Then. So we're in the qualifying 3 then, and the question is, what tires are going to go on? Look at that track has got very wet in a very quick time indeed. We've only had 15 minutes of qualifying too, and it is absolutely saturated, isn't it, on the circuit there. So this is very interesting stuff to say the least then. So let's just take a look at the 5 drivers who are out of qualifying then. We have lost Gunnar, we have lost RDW. They both didn't set times there, which is quite surprising. I would have been trying to stay in it to win it right till the very end then. Lucius is through and into qualifying. Lucius is out. Also Smithy D is out, and so is Bradfield is out as well. well. And the guys that have gone on to the intermediate tyres, remember, they can start on whatever tyres they see fit for the race as well. So Forza definitely has to start on the medium tyres then, and we'll also go through the other drivers who might start on the medium tyre at the same time then. And Darren is saying, good job, Ayrton. He's the Rainmeister. He is indeed, isn't he? A great lap there from Ayrton. Really good 17 then. As Energix is taking more of a leisurely pace then, coming over the grid as well. Remember, he is battling with Gurman in the battle for runner-up spot here in a bronze tonight, isn't he? So it's 6 points separates them two. So it's going to be drama right until the last turn of the wheel here tonight. As this is the final time we are going to be racing. Curly playing with his phone whilst driving. Oh dear. So that's yeah, that's not good at all, is it? And I forgot to mention that New Potato has got a 5-place grid penalty for his misdemeanors earlier on in qualifying. So wherever he qualifies, he has to take a 5-place grid penalty. Oh goodness me then. Into qualifying 3 then. Forza will start on the medium tyres. Simon and Mike will be on the soft side, and Hammers will be on the medium tyres. Well, everyone else in the top 10 can start on whatever tyres they want. I think Gurman could also have to start on the medium tyres as well. So there's a double blow there for Gurman, isn't it? So we've also got through New Potato, Gore, Energetics, Ayrton as well. And so only 8 cars then in this top 10 shootout. So it's going to be a top 8 shootout then. Good stuff indeed then. So we've got Energetics saying Lucius. He had problems with Lucius on his lap. He had AI mode on at the end of the second sector there. Darren said he was playing with something. Lol. So it's oh my goodness me, that's a lot of rain. That is torrential. Is it still his video tires? It's going to be borderline, isn't it? At the very least, then this is where these guys are going to really earn their money. Sim is already gone onto the wet tires. Of course, they are more deeper grooves than those intermediate tires. And out of the pits comes Mike straight away. Also out of the pits comes the Haas as well. Then oh my goodness me, who is going to be on pole position for the final time of Bronson? Stay with us, folks. This is going to be an absolute cracker, isn't it? What an end to a qualifying. Everyone has come out on the intermediate tires there. And I think that's the most sensible decision, really, isn't it? Because there is no standing water yet, isn't it? These intermediate tyres can lift up to 26 litres of water. No, 40 litres of water, isn't it? I think. I've forgotten my own statistic there. Yellow flag in 1 because New Potato has had a bit of a good job. He won the championship last weekend because he's had a bit of a mare in this first qualifying session, isn't it? Oh goodness me! Sorry, the final qualifying session. 5-place grid penalty, and Nunda is back in the session. Fantastic stuff there. But yeah, New Potato there has also gone straight on in the second corner. So then at the moment then we have got Energetics, who's the first man out on track then. Potentially that might be the worst place there because he's got to shift the water. He's going to come onto the tricky parts of the course first, isn't he? So he is going to be finding those puddles as they have been a couple of minutes there where they haven't been on track then, have they? And as Darren is cheering on the Gore too, is in the Williams there, isn't it? Williams got a very tight-knit group, haven't they? With Durante, Darren and also Ghost as well. And the Paynes there doing a coming in late in the season as well then. So good stuff indeed there from the Williams guys. And unfortunately Blaz and Shine are not here tonight, are they? In the other Williams for Bronze then. Here comes Energetic said, so he's about to start lap now, and we've got 10 minutes in the session and everyone is out on track then. There's 8 cars then who is going for pole position then here in Baku then. Lovely shot here from the Haas driver as well. It's coming out to the line then, and just look how much more difficult it is in the wet there. Of course he is still going full bean through there, but my goodness me, he is not as quick as what it is. It's not as vicious and violent as it normally is it? We got LH44. Hey, hello LH. I hope you're doing I hope you're having a lovely afternoon or evening as well. And of course I hope the weather is calmed down now, because throughout the UK has been battered by thunderstorms, hasn't it? Oh goodness me, and he's also been battered by torrential rain as well, and it's a bit like Azerbaijan really, hasn't it? Goodness me. I got to say I was expecting rain in this qualifying session. I really wasn't, but of course you have to expect the unsuspected or whatever. Anyway, then going into turn 3 as well. Here comes Energetics. He's been on pole position 4 times. Is he going to make it 5 here for Energetics then? Which is going to be over half the it's going to be over 50% of the pole positions that Energetics has been on pole in bronze. Fantastic statistics there from Energetics. Really well done indeed then. He is going into turn 5 and 6, and look at how much more steering input he's going. He's going so much more slower though, isn't he, in the second part of the lap then. That's because of the rain, isn't it? He has to take much more cautiously. The braking distances have got longer in the rain, hasn't it? Of course there, and we've also got now groove tires on the cars there, rather than those slick tires. Well, going through the castle section, right? Oh, we got a bit of sunshine there. Oh, and Energetics has done a Hamilton there. He has touched the inside, but I think it was just a glancing blow, so he was okay then. And now we're coming into the fast part of the circuit. Oh my goodness, I thought he was drifting too wide there. And gosh, and once again, I can't do two things in one sentence. Whether that's breathing or talking, I can't do those two. Oh, and Energetics there is completely lost in a straight line. Then is the water too much? Do they need to come in and get on those wet tires? There is the question. Goodness me, then, and I'm getting too much. I'm getting too excited. I'm stumbling over myself. And it's Energetics, and I've got to say, it's a very Larry into the lot there, isn't it? From the Haas. As I say, he's going for his 5th pole position here at Bronson. Let's see if he's going to carry on with the lap. He has to carry on with the lap then, with the track conditions getting worse and worse, isn't they? And as Energetics goes faster so far. What about Mike then in the second car coming up? He is going to be second fast at the moment then. We got, I think it's a McLaren in the four. It is, and Forza is on pole position at the moment. Fantastic stuff there from Forza. And Gore is now on pole position for the Williams team. Fantastic. It's only his second appearance in goal, in a bronze, I should say. The Sim has gone full fast, and then Ayrton is finished off as well. So is Sean Hammers. Nude is back in the pits, and he's having a troubled time out there at the moment, isn't he? On board there with Hammers then, and he is hammering to the line as well. And look at this, and he's playing with the throttle then before coming up to the line as well. Then let's see what he can do then. He is sticking to the dry part of the track then as well. He comes up to the line. Let's see what he can do. He's going for third position so far then, and that's a racing point in the background coming to the pits as well. That's Ayrton also abandoning us up. So we've got 6 cars who have set time so far. That is the Gore, who's on pole position for the first time in his ALR career. Brilliant stuff there from the Gore. And look at this rain, it's absolutely appalling now, isn't it? Look at the rain, goodness me. And we got Forza in second position at the moment then. Third is Hammers, fourth is Energetics, Sim in fifth position, and Mike is in sixth then. We got Ayrton and New Potato currently in the pit at the moment then. Darren saying, even Lewis Hamilton loves ALR. Goodness me, I wish he does indeed, doesn't he? LH44 giving us a good old haha. We have also got Brandon saying, go on, go Energetics. We have also got, the LH also echoing those thoughts. Well, Nunda saying, I'm using my personal hotspot. That better be worth it. Well, indeed he is at the moment there, isn't it? And we've got Darren saying, yes, Gord as well. Look at how much spray is coming up there. They're almost venturing to a stop there, aren't they? I wonder if anyone's actually going to go for more than one run around here. Remember, on those intermediate tires, and I'm wondering if it's worth to just fill up the tank there and just keep going round and round to just get more get more confidence there in the cars then. But we're on board the man who's currently on pole position at the moment. Now we've got yellow flags are fluttering. Is that Forza is really cruising to the end. Oh my goodness me, look at those raindrops. Those are big old raindrops, aren't they? And I think that it's not worth going on the wet tires now, because I don't think the wet tires are going to be quick enough, are they? So these guys are going to have to be gladiators. They're going to have to be brave, aren't they? They're going to have to be absolutely brilliant, aren't they, to improve their times from their first attempt then. But Gore is going for it again then. So yeah, the Gore has fueled up then, but well, he's got no he's not using any of the old ERs at the moment, is he? We're on board with him at the moment then. Simon said, Mo, help your brother out then. And it looks like Darren is saying that he is Emo's left him some of his socks then, and good stuff indeed. Then I heard that Emerson has some very funky socks indeed. I'm sure that they were Spider-Man socks. They were, weren't they? Probably, actually, I would say they're probably more of Emerson Fittipaldi socks. So I think that'll be more fitting, wouldn't it? Anyway, we're on board then with the Gort then, who is in the second sector as well. I think he's currently on an in-lap at the moment. I'm interested to see then if the Gort's going to have another go. I'm wondering, he's only got 4.5 minutes to go then. This is going to be very much touch and go if he's going to have another go out and have another fresh set of intermediate tires to bolt on the car. Perhaps then it's not about fresh tires at this stage, it's about being confident, isn't it, and knowing where those puddles are. That is going to be the question, isn't it, in the final stages of this qualifying session. We're in the final 4 minutes of the first ever bronze season of qualifying, and I've got to say, it's been brilliant, hasn't it? And as you just watching, there's a couple of couple of chatter going on about subtitles and stuff like that. I think Nuno wants Jeff subtitles on there, doesn't he? To be honest, I'll try and ignore Jeff as much as possible, really. And that's why I'm not a very good driver. Anyway, Mike is now switching on to the wet tires, and so is Hammers there with 3 minutes to go in this session. Then as I think Hammers then is now going for broke again, and so we're on board with Hammers. And let's see what he can do then. But we're going to keep an eye what Hammers does. But before we do that, let's take a look to see what New Patel can do in the first intermediate. Then he is on a 40.0, and look at that rain then. That is it's very dull here in Baku, isn't it? Goodness me, it's the city of fire, isn't it? Well, we're gonna need well, it looks like the water is definitely trying to put the fire out. Patel there, the back end is stepping out there. New Patel is struggling in these conditions at the moment in the Alfa Romeo, isn't he? Because Alfa Romeo, the champions of bronze, and New Patel is the drivers champion of bronze as well. He's on a very difficult weekend now at the moment, isn't he? Sorry, the event here in Baku, as he is very much on the back foot, isn't he? But let's see if he can complete this lap now. And he is now just dropping down into turn 15 then, and there the second sector. Oh, he just kisses the wall there. There is no debris come off. I wonder if Nude is well, he's only got, looks like he's only got fuel for 1 lap there. So unlike the Gore, as we got yellow flags are fluttering, I think it was someone just letting a car through then. 2.5 minutes ago in this qualified session. We're on board Potato then, and he is coming up to the line as well, and the fuel light is flashing then. This might be one and done here for New Patel then, our champion. Let's see what he does. He comes up to the line. Car 96 then. Is it going to be enough then? He is currently going to be third fastest then, and I think that's still a very good, that's very good how he's got himself in the third there. Well done indeed. That Ayrton coming out turn 16, and a lot of luck there from the racing point. Now he is on course then for the line, and oh goodness me, they're just hitting the barrier slightly there. And let's see, and oh my goodness me, that car is just drifting now, isn't it? Ayrton hasn't set a time yet, but he's in qualifying 3. Fantastic for here from Ayrton. He is coming out to the line as well then. Let's see what he can do. Car 12, and he comes over to the grid hatches now. Is it going to be enough? It is 8 fast on there. He is 300 of a second away from further out away from Mike, and Magor has gone faster still, and he is on pole position. And can Magor keep it with just 1.5 minutes to go? We got 90 seconds left to qualify in bronze. My goodness me, Magor is on a fantastic time. Remember, he rocked up in France there, making his debut in the Williams there. Now once again he's doing a cracking job, isn't he? Oh, New Potato is out qualified, and he is third fastest out of stands of own. Energetics there is really wrestling that car, isn't it, through these very tight right and left handers there in the chicane. He is now in the second sector. We've also got Forza just starting his lap as well. Just taking a look, see who else is on the lap at the moment. We've also got Sim out on track as well. Oh, it's the Energetics is 4 seconds off the pace at the moment, isn't he? And the man who's been on pole position 4 times this season, he is on the back foot, and I think this might be it for Energetics, unfortunately. And what a shame there for Energetics there. What about the second half then, as Hammers has just started his lap as well. So let's take a look. Who is the first man round? I think it is actually Ayrton, isn't it? Ayrton is the first man around the moment, wrestling that car. He is 59 hundredths of a second off his. Oh, he's hit the wall. He's damaged the end plate there of the racing point as he flicks it into turn number 15, and oh, he's hit the wall again then. Oh, and he's almost ricocheted into the wall now, isn't he? And he's coming out to turn number 16 as well, and accelerates the way down, and he is coming up to the line then. Let's see what he can do then. This looks a bit of a, oh, we got another racing point. It's Sim who's off. He's off at turn, I think that's going straight on at turn 6 on it. I think it has indeed then, and that's Sim done and dusted, unfortunately. He is 6 fast road. Energetics is done. Forza's done. Oh my goodness me, that would have been an airplane crash there. I didn't even see that Alfa Romeo. Wow, very incredible indeed then. Ayrton finishes 8th then, and it looks like a bit of a scrappy end to the lap there. Sean Hammers there is coming now to the end of the lap then. We're on board with him. He's currently 4th for the road. The Gore is the man who is on pole position. Can anyone stop it? There's a Mercedes at the top of the hill as well. So it's between Hammers and Mike. Who is gonna, one of these two is going to steal pole position away from Gore? Let's find out, shall we? And now then, he is coming up to the line as well. We're on board with him. I'm leaning with him. I'm leaning left and right then as he threads that car through these concrete walls, and it's a tunnel, isn't it, down there? And now he is on the back straight as well. What's Hammers' target time? It's a 53.6. Is it pole position? It is second on the grid. He's 2/10 of a second away. Then what about Mike? Mike goes out the fifth fastest there in the Mercedes then. Good stuff indeed then. Gore is on pole position then for his second qualifying appearance in bronze. Fantastic stuff there from the Gore. And really mastered the weather conditions absolutely splendidly well. Wet or dry, he did a very good job, the Gore did today. And hats off to him. That is his first pole position of his ALR career. And, well, I've got to say, that's very impressive stuff there from the Gore. Really well done indeed then. And I think Darren and all the other Williams drivers are going to be absolutely ecstatic with that. They really are, aren't they? It was a great performance, really well done indeed. Then, as Mumford has just joined us there, evening. Hello, Mumford. I hope you're well. We've also got Darren saying that Nude will be 8th by the sounds of it with his 5-place grid penalty there. Unfortunately, we've also got Becca Jones saying Sean Hammers won a lap. He is now up into a second position. Fantastic stuff there. We've also got Sam saying I've always wondered why people pit when it times out. It takes forever and it's annoying. There's Sam there just having his just having a bit of a whinge in there, isn't he? Right, that's the end of qualifying then, and that is the final qualifying of ALR on Formula 1 2019. And I think that was a very good qualifying performance indeed. Then the Gore pole position in only his second ALR bronze event. Fantastic stuff. Then Hammers is alongside him. That's a great first row, isn't it? I'm loving that. Forza in third position with New Potato in fourth, and he has to take 5 places back on the grid there, doesn't he? Mike is now up in the 4th position. Energetics is up to 5th, and 6 is Hammers, and Ayrton 7th, and I think that's his career best for Ayrton. Well done indeed then. Good to see both racing points up there as well. And at the bottom of the constructors then, can they have a renaissance there in the final race of the season then? Energetic saying just misjudged the time there, and we've also got Mike P for after the grid penalties. Good stuff indeed there, and Darren saying enjoy the last race, bronze. Good luck indeed. And Sam is just saying he's now practicing no TC for the new game. Prepare for me to be faster in season 4. Looking forward to that. And also Mumford hashtag Team Merc. Then of course a part of the constructors Super Cup plan. Anyway, then we're now getting into the race as well. Then so I was just reading the comments there, and I read something, and I thought it said something completely different there, and that's why I got a bit sorry, because I was a bit in shock about that. I was like, goodness me. Anyway, then we're now getting into the qualifying. Then let's see. Sorry, no, we're getting into the race. I apologise. Goodness me, I want to watch qualifying all over again, but we can't, can we? We're going into the race itself, then, as the countdown is on then for the final race of ALR this season on Formula 1. Then really good stuff indeed. Then, and we've got we got Lou saying hello, yes, welcome to the channel there. If you're new, then yes, like, share and subscribe is all the as all the professionals saying. Or also hit that thumbs up button as well, apparently. Anyway, then, do I sound like an official YouTuber? Like how? Anyway, then we're going now and starting this lap there, starting this formation lap. Then we've got 26 laps around here, and for the third and final time, third time's a charm, who is going to win then the race here in Azerbaijan? Currently it's 2 for 2 for of course for Cookie, but of course Cookie is not in this race here tonight, so we're going to have a new winner then, and let's see who it's going to be then. Really good stuff indeed then, as we're just watching as Sam says he wants to be fast. We've got Dave Smith saying Welsh Army all in the top 10. Good stuff indeed then. Mumford up the Welsh, and we've also got Darren saying no TC, definitely faster Sam. Becca Jones saying Dave Smith flying the flag high. Indeed they are then, and you can see Irish Potato then, sorry, Nude Potato is in 9th position after his 5-place grid penalty. Let's go through the grid drive from front to back for one more time then. 19 cars then on this track then. It's going to be a difficult one, isn't it? It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, it's going to be action. I expect safety cars. I don't think we got a safety car last night though, did we? Hopefully we won't have one tonight, but anything could happen. So on pole position for the first time in his ALR career. Fantastic stuff for the Gordon. Really finished off the season on a high. Hammers is alongside him on row 1, looking good indeed then. Forza in 3rd position, fantastic stuff. Mike in 4th then. Energetics in 5th, he's on the hard tires. Sim in 6th position, brilliant stuff for Sim. 7th position for Ayrton as well, nicely done there. Gerdman in 8th position, Nude Potato in 9th position. The two men that have been well, they've been not really, they really aren't having many battles on track, have they? But they have been battling for the championship, haven't they? They're 8th and 9th this time around. Energetics is only it's only a row in front of them. 10th position there is a Curly Red. 11th is Bradfield. 12th is Smithy D. 13th position is Lucius. 14th position is Artie Wee. In the 15th position is Gooner. Nunda in 16th position. Collins is out. 18th position is Dan. And at 19th position is F1 2019. And Dan seems to love the Toro Rosso. He's always in the Toro Rosso, isn't he? Right then, those are the tire strikes. Hard tires for Energetics and Ayrton and RDW. We got soft tires for Mike, and we got for Sim Racer, Smithy D, and also F1 and F1 2019 as well. So expect some hard chargers from there. Then here we go. Then let's see what we could do then. As we are now about to get racing then here in Azerbaijan for the final time then as well. Then Milan said, "How long do you reckon it takes before we get a reaction from the?" Then, of course, sorry about that, but we're in the final race then, so someone will get back to you. Probably it might be a bit later on the week then, as all the admins have been very busy. Right then, we got 26 laps around here in Azerbaijan. There they are. There are the lights. Then we got 4, we got 5, and we are racing. Oh. Well, we will be racing as there's a bit of a delay then, and now we will be racing in a minute. There's the lights have gone out. Then this is boom and anticlimactic start. Now we're go, and look at that wheel spin, fantastic stuff as we go to turn 1 then, and Sean Harris on look on the inside then, but the Gorg just winging it on the outside, fantastic stuff. Then we have a bit of contact in the background. So there's one the Red Bulls have come to blows then, and now they're coming out of turn 2 then. Are they all safely through then? There's a McLaren facing the wrong way. It's Bradfield and RDW has had a serious collision there, and Murphy there is also trying to navigate himself through as well. Bradfield, there's some debris there on the track as well. Bradfield is trying to get back in the right direction as well. Watching there, virtual safety car then, and of course everyone else to adhere to a delta then. So there's a yellow flag, so this is a yellow flag all around the circuit then, and on board with the Gort at the moment then, and let's see. And we're just waiting to go back green in Azerbaijan in just a few moments' time as well. And we got a Gerdman. Oh my goodness, I don't know what happened there, but Gerdman has had some problems there. He is off the track there. Gerdman is dropped right to the back of the field almost. And I'm not sure what's going on in the midfield. There's a virtual safety car, means no overtaking, but it's not gone at all well, has it? And Gerdman's dropped right down to the back of the field. Remember, he's currently in second, but this is in the Drivers' Championship at the moment there. And Energetics will be overtaking him. Yellow flag is now in free as we got some. Oh my goodness me! And something's gone wrong in the something's gone wrong at the castle section as well. Then, as we come through the complete lap 1, and the Gort leads second position's Hammers. Then we got Forza Sim, and we got Smithy D and Ayrton battling away. Then, and they're getting very close for comfort. Then yellow flag at 2. RDW has gone. He has gone. Oh, he's crashed there. He's crashed in the very fast sector indeed. Then RDW is our first retirement here. Oh goodness me! Then, and getting very difficult indeed. Then anyway, then we're coming through the complete lap 1. Goodness me! Oh my goodness me! Look at them all then, and they're all slip shooting. There's no DRS yet then, and we got the Gore who says fast on the race. Then we got Mike who's now in the 4th position. Sim is dropping down to 5th position. There's pit stop action already, and Sim is down in 4th position. Mike there getting a bit squirrely on the power there, isn't he? And Sim is on the outside. This is going to get very tight indeed. Wow! What a move! Sim is up in the 4th position. Fantastic. Mike is down in the 5th position. Energetics in 6th then. Smoothie D 7th. Ayrton is 8th. Gurman has got a 5-second penalty. He's having a nightmare start in this race, isn't he? And we've also got Nunda who's on the back of Bradfield as well. Potato in the pits, and also Gurman's in the pits as well. The champion's having a nightmare start, and Gurman, of course, the man who's currently second at the moment then, is in 7th position. And the Gore lead second position is the Hammers. Then we've 4 is in 1st position. This is going to be a very nice battle, isn't it? Very good stuff indeed then here in Baku then. But yeah, unfortunately then we've Gurman and Potato there cut in the pits. They're having a bit of a nightmare start then to this race then, but they're on the hard tires now. Lovely shot for the castle section. Look at that. That's fantastic, isn't it? I'm loving that. That's beautiful shit. That's beautiful camera work there. Lovely stuff indeed then. And as Kelly's asked, how did Collins pit in the since it was the first stop there? Collins left halfway through the qualifying session, unfortunately, so that's why he was in the pits there, and so that's a shame there as well. Forza crane, Forza crash, please. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, gosh. So yeah, as I think I'm not sure why he wanted to. I think about because he's a D-pad specialist, isn't he? Forza, I think he's got a good, very good nickname, hasn't he? Really on board then with Sim at the moment, then, and he is 6 tenths of a second away. Then there's no DRS yet. There'll be DRS at the end of the lap, and we'll be back on it now. Then, and let's get going, shall we? As now the DRS will be available at the end of this lap. Then the Gore set the fast lap of the race as well. Energetics all over the back of mine, and that's what 10th of a second looks like in a Formula 1 car. Swift set the fast lap of the race. Brilliant stuff indeed. Then F1 2019 is flying through the field. He is up into 8th position. Oh my goodness, he's almost in the arm car, and oh wow, what a move there from the Curly Red. Wow, that is bravery. He's damaged the end plate there, but my goodness me, so now we got DRS, and now this is where it's going to get very entertaining indeed, isn't it? I got to say, for 2019, very lucky young man then not to get a damage on the end plate then, and now he's coming on the outside then. He is back past Curly Red. Then Curly Red, my goodness me, how did he go through that gap there? Fantastic stuff indeed. Oh goodness me, Smith indeed there is very much on the move, isn't he? And remember, Energetics and Ayrton are on the hard tire side, so later on in this race it's where it's going to really pay dividends for these drivers, isn't it? And now then they're coming through the chicane there as well then. As and now then we're on board then with Energetics. They come into the castle section as well. Remember, we had a bit of a blockage here last night, didn't we? As they come through the castle section once again. And they take so much commitment through there, isn't there? I got to hold my breath every time they go through there. It's fantastic stuff. Ayrton is now under siege for F1 2019, and F1 2019 is all over the gap, all over the back there of Ayrton. Oh my goodness me, he's on the soft tires. Ayrton's on the hard tires. He's going for the long game, and oh my goodness me, there. And I'm getting very nervous. He's going up the inside. Down at turn 15. Oh, contact! And a contact there from F1 2019. Ayrton has not got damage, luckily, but he has lost a bit of momentum there as well. There's Murphy, who's up into 11th position as well. Then, as now they're coming through, then, and now they're back in the DRS zone. This is where the slipstream all the fun begins, isn't it? And that is, I think that's Energetics. They're currently in 7th position at the moment. Then, as it stands, he is still not in 2nd position. That is what he's racing for tonight, to be in 2nd position there in the World Drivers' Championship. Really good stuff indeed. Then, and F1 2019 is coming into the pits very early on. Then those soft tires do not last long at all, do they? And they're coming down. And look at that, he's having a look at, he's showing the nose there of Ayrton. Gunnar up into 11th position, but that's in front of his teammate Lucius Bradfield in 13th position. F1 2019 now is in the pits there, he's changing tires there, and he's on the medium tires now as well. So he'll get out in front of his teammate. I think they're also changing the nose coming there for F1 2019 is in. So yeah, that's a longer stop then. So it's not a scheduled stop, is it? And Ayrton has dropped down 7th position now, as up into 9th goes Murphy. Oh, as also giving him a bit of a rear action as well then. As we're on board then with Sim at the moment. Sorry, on board with Mike, who's looking in front of Sim. Sim has had a very strong race at the moment, isn't he? Good stuff indeed then. And as they're coming now into the castle section, lovely shot indeed. And looking in front of us, that is Forza. The gap at the front there. Hammers is not letting the Gore go. So I'm looking forward to this battle. This is going to be fantastic. It really is, isn't it? And look at this side. Look at these three cars. Smithy D, as I've seen in the comments there, he's on fire. He really is, isn't he? Fantastic stuff there from Smithy D. In the first 4 laps, he has moved up tenfold, hasn't he? Doing a cracking job then. And look at this then, it's Mike then is currently in 5th position there. Smithy D wants out of 5th position, doesn't he? And they come out now then, and let's see what he does then. He's coming out of turn 16, and look at the background, that is also Energetics, who is now finding his feet on those hard tires as well. And here we go then, it's, now then the sim racer is actually broken well out of the DRS then. Mike then is, I'm not sure if Mike has got wing damage or what, but he's really struggling on the straight line. Look at them all free abreast on the second cam over the DRS line as well. Wow, that's incredible stuff. But they have left Mike then, so it's now then between Smithy D and into the pits there comes the Mercedes driver. Ardy Wee, the second Mercedes out of the race then. Smithy D there is going on the inside then. He has run wide then, and Energetics is going to have the inside. He's gone for the switchback. But Smithy D has got such a good run out of turn to one there. Fantastic stuff indeed there from Smithy D. Hats off, Ben. And now they're coming down the back straight once again then, but Smithy D there is had a very nice launch off there, hasn't he? And Murphy up in 7th position as well. Curly Red down into 8th position there. Once again, Murphy is showing some speed there in the in the Toro Rosso. We're on board Gunnar then, who's on the back of Ayrton as well in this battle for 9th and 10th position. Then we've got the two Alfa Romeos there. Remember, then they got a 1-2 in France last time out. This time they're now down in 50 or 60 position now. F1 2019 goes through, passes the champion of New Potato. New Potato, I think that he's having a bit of a nightmare race here tonight, isn't he? New Potato is in his final race here in a bronze. And look at the battle at the front there. It's 8 tenths per second. We're keeping an eye on that because I think that one's going to be a cracking battle all the way through this race. Really good stuff indeed then. And so we're coming up to we're on lap 5 here as I come through the castle section there. There's Ayrton, there's Gunnar, and we've got Bradfield, who was facing the wrong way after the second corner. It's having a fantastic drive back through the field. Really well done indeed then. And now then he is coming down the hill once again. Race control has said that F1 2019 has got a 3-second penalty now. Not good at all then. And Smithy D is very much gone right up to the back there of Sim Racer already. But my goodness, Energetics there is very much on the cusp, and he hasn't even got DRS yet. We're on board of him. He is on the overtake mode, as you can see down the telemetry, the bottom right hand corner. Sim is in trouble here, isn't he? And let's see if we get a better camera shot. There's three abreast. No, Sim is having none of that. So it's back to these two once again. And now Energetics is in 5th position. Smithy. Oh, and he's going on the outside there. And look at this. He's got so much more purchase there. He is having the 5th position. Sorry, he's having the 4th position. No, he ain't, because 50 is back on the inside then. And now he's trying to dull the momentum there. Smithy doing a good job there. In the background is Murphy. Murphy is right at the back of the field. He's now up into 6th position. Fantastic stuff there from the Toro Rosso driver. Really well done indeed then. Smithy in 5th position still doing a good job. Murphy is now only 3.6 seconds back then. He could have won in Abu Dhabi, couldn't he? But he did slow down, did a very gentlemanly thing. Will he slow down tonight? I'm not sure if he will, to be honest, because the championship is done and dusted, isn't it? It's done and dusted from the World Championship point of view, of course, with New Potato win the championship, and the constructors also done as well after that 1-2 in France. Fantastic stuff, wasn't it? On board with Gunnar at the moment, and Energetics is really harrowing this Renault. They're on board there with the nose cone here of the Toro Rosso. Murphy has already got the gap down to 2.1 seconds. Fantastic pace there from Murphy. My goodness me, that is scary pace, isn't it? It's like that scene of Jaws, isn't it, where the shark is coming and he is smelling them. He is smelling he's smelling his lunch, isn't he? And the lunch will be in the form of Smithy D and Energetics. There he is in the background. It's down to 1.9 seconds there, and I think the Murphy will be liking Smithy D just holds off Energetics for just a little while longer. Lovely shot here as we're looking down on the beautiful streets of Baku here in Azerbaijan. Round 9 of ALR bronze then, and Energetics there is turning up the wick once again then, and we got a virtual safety car. Now is a very bad time. We've got a oh goodness me, what's going on down here? We had a queue of cars there right in the same shot there. I'm just taking a look then. It's Sim there is just come back out of the pits. Well, I'm not sure what the virtual safety car is for, but Forza has rolled the dice then, and he's come back in the pits. He's come in the pits well, so he's going to lose less time. He's on the hard tires, Forza is, and that should get him to the end of this race then. And good stuff indeed then, and that is perfectly timed actually. So well done there to Forza. And now we got Sim Racer, yellow flag in one. We got a problem. We got a problem then. Who's got off? We're just on board now, and I'm not sure who's got off actually. Oh, I think it was Hammers has gone off there in the Haas. Hammers, who's in 2nd position, he's had some problems, hasn't he? And he's had a major problem there. And Lagore has now got a 6-second lead then, but Hammers hasn't damaged the car luckily. But so we've also got Mike there. There's so much action going on. Oh my goodness me! And look at this, and it's Lucius there. Mike and Sim, who are in the top half of the top 10, weren't they, battling away? They've come in the pits, they're on the fresh tires then, and they're trying to make hay whilst the sun is shining. Goodness me, there's so much action out here as well. That first safety car has really helped Murphy, hasn't he? Really close up to the back of these two as well. Hammers now needs to get those laps hammering in, doesn't he? As he has lost a lot of time there to the race leader Gordon, so I think Gore would be happy with that. Then that Sean Hammers there is not in the facility at the moment then, and this is the battle now for 3rd, 4th and 5th position there. So well done to Murphy. Energetics very much hound in the back of Smithy D at the moment, isn't he? And Smithy D is 2 seconds back then. He's on the soft tires, Smithy D is, and they're about at the they're about the stage there where they probably need to be changed, don't they? And F1 2019 has got in front of Lucius as well then, and now then Smithy D then is defending. I think he might be. he coming in the pits here? He looks like he's peeling off then, and he is peeling off, and he comes into the pits. Smithy D is, which I'm a bit good by, because that was a fantastic battle, wasn't it? That is now released. Energetic down Murphy, and Hammers is only 2 seconds away then. Bradfield is got in front of Gunnar, as Gunnar has dropped down the order then, but he's still doing a good job in 8th position then. And we've just got Ayrton, who's moved up to 6th position. Oh, and Bradfield has gone too far. He's overshot the first corner, and he has gone into the tyre barrier, and he has damaged that end plate. And now Gunnar, he needs to get past as quickly as possible then. And now then as he accelerates away, and he is coming down the back straight then. Bradfield then is going to be feeling very vulnerable, especially when there's an Irishman behind him. And I thought Gunnar's going to charge on the inside then, but he was a bit I think he was a bit hesitant there, wasn't he, which might have cost him. It's going to cost him a bit of time then. Smithy D has just come out of the pits, and then it looks like these guys are going to have another battle royale indeed then. Look at them then. It's Smithy D, it's Mike, and we've also got who's out in front there? Sorry, Smithy D, and then Mike as well. I'm sure it's another car in front as well. So we've got 4 cars behind us. There's F1 2019 also in this battle as well then. Great racing so far on lap 8. My goodness me then, I am earning my dollar here tonight, and my gosh, as now they're coming under the trees and into the castle section then. Very perilous indeed then, isn't it? They've got to go through this castle section 26 times. It is so difficult, isn't it, to keep the concentration around here. Half the battle around here is not also about pace and battling the other drivers, it's also about battling yourself and the concentration levels, isn't it? Energetic there has really taken off, hasn't he? As a Gunnar, and Gunnar is now really battling hard, isn't he? Forza has got in front of Gunnar. Actually, I apologise. Yeah, Forza's got in front of Gunnar. Forza's just coming the pits there, change those tyres, and now he's also away as well. Energetic at the fast side of the race as he has now been released, and showing his true pace because he's had a good old battle with Smithy D, hasn't he? And look at these 4 cars, and here we go then. Smithy D then is just coming the pits. He's got war at those tyres, and look at the background as well. F1 2019 is past Sim Racer, and he moves up into a very nice 12th position there. Mike is now alongside Smithy D. He is going to be up the inside. He passes the Renault driver, and he moves up into 10th position. Good stuff indeed there. Smithy D down to 11th position then. F1 2019 12th. Racer in 13th position then. Look at these cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, all in shot then. Bradfield then is dropping down the order, and I wonder if that might have been a bit team play there and letting his teammate through. Smithy D is back through, actually back in front of Mike then. He's got some pace on that Renault, hasn't he? Fantastic stuff indeed then. F1 2019 is now all over the back then of the Mercedes of Mike then, as these are all coming the pits, and I expect all these guys to come in the pits again then. Those medium tyres that shouldn't get to the end then, and we'll see what their strategy is as well then. And as Energetic is now stuck behind another car, this time it's his teammate Energetic there, seems to be finding traffic all over the show here tonight, isn't he? Murphy is now on the prowl once again then. Murphy is once again coming back through the field, doing a cracking job then. Gurman set the fast out of the race. Oh, and F1 2019, I thought he was in the barrier for sure there. Fantastic stuff indeed there. So much commitment from this man. And of course, remember, he was in silver. Fantastic driver, isn't he? F1 2019, he is on the outside of Mike. He passes Mike there through the very fast part of the track there. My goodness me, bravery, I'm loving that. Fantastic. And he is up into a very solid 11th position, and he's also pitted already as well. Now then, back in the front then, Gore is leading by 7 seconds. I thought Energetics was coming in the pits there. No, he isn't. Now is Murphy going to have a look at Sean Hammers as well. Hammers has made a mistake, didn't he? And now he's really strong for pace, isn't he? Going very wide as well then. Forza is now gaining on the back of Ayrton, and Ayrton there is just on defending the inside then, and the Forza is going to be through. Of course, Forza on the fresher tyres, and Ayrton is going for the long game, and Forza up in 6th position, Ayrton 7th, Bradfield in 8th position, then Gunnar in 9th position. Oh, Bradfield has almost got wide there again, hasn't he? He's really struggling to slow that car down, Bradfield is, isn't he? I think Bradfield up till now has done a good job there. 16 laps to go for this bronze season. Very good stuff indeed then. And now they're coming down the back straight once again then. It's 3 tenths of a second, 2 tenths of a second. Is Gunnar going to look then into the pinch stone of turn 3? Ayrton's off the track! Ayrton has gone off the track, and oh, what a shame for Ayrton. He was had a fantastic race up till now, and what a shame there for Ayrton. And that's what I was saying, the lack of concentration there, and almost going into the bar there, Ayrton is. And that's such a shame there, because up till that point he was doing a cracking job, wasn't he? And there's Lucius there as wow. Murphy's still behind Hammers at the moment, and isn't he? He needs to get by. He wants to get by Hammers, doesn't he? If he wants to keep on with his quest of really harrying energetics, doesn't he? Because Murphy has got some speed there, hasn't he? Potentially could be on the rostrum by the end of this race. There, he's got some amazing pace out there, hasn't he? In the Toro Rosso, brilliant stuff indeed. Then, as we're on board then as well. Then, and let's see why then. Let's see the Dan then who's on board for him now. Then, as he is coming through then at the very fast part of the circuit as well. And look at this, and he had to lift off the gas there, didn't he? Oh, that's no school saying. You have to lift off the accelerator there, didn't he? Because he didn't want to go to the back of Hammers there, and now he's through. He's up in the third position. Hammers dropping down into a fourth position there in the Haas, and as really that mistake earlier on in the race there has cost him, hasn't it? It might have cost him greatly, but we'll find out then. And look at this, then goodness me, then now F1 2019. We've also got Gunnar as well, then, and Bradfield is coming into the pits. We've now got F1 2019 who's on the outside of Smithy D. Then Smithy D is very good at defending in turn one. Oh, goodness me, there's contact there, and F1 2019 on to correct the car. My goodness me, then, and now going into turn two as well. Then, Gunnar has had a problem now, hasn't he? Goodness me, then he's had a real problem there coming out of turn two, and now Smithy D is going to be alongside the Irishman. He passes the Irishman. What about F1 2019? Gunnar struggling there for pace. Has he got a problem there in that Ferrari? Oh, goodness me, now Mercedes has gone into the back of him as well. I don't think he's damaged the car though, and now then F1 2019 is on the back of Smithy D once again, and they've dispatched the Ferrari, and Nude Potato is very close to the back of Sim, isn't it? Nude Potato also trying to come back through the field as well. Him and Gurman are having a nightmare road race at the moment, aren't they? As they're trying to come back through the field as well after having to pit very early on, isn't it? Goodness gracious me then. And now then, as we come into the castle section once again, Smithy D currently at the moment is 3.5 seconds there behind Forza. Forza has already stopped, and he's looking very good. Forza for some major points here tonight. He is the highest rider who has stopped there, and the guys in front of him haven't stopped. So Gore hasn't stopped. North Energetics and Murphy all Hammers as well as they're flying out the kinky part of the course. And now they're coming into turn 15. Oh my goodness me! I thought he was just going into the back of him there. Not quite though. And now then, out of turn 16 as well. Needs a good run then for F1 2019. He's reached Smithy D. I've got to say, is absolutely fantastic at defending down this back straight. He really is, isn't he? He's becoming a bit of a mobile chicane, isn't he? Into the pits comes Hammerstead, so the first of the Haas is coming in the pits then, and that should be a hard strategy, a hard tire switch until the end of the race then. And now then, as he is coming on the back straight, and Mike has also passed Gunnar as well. Gunnar's really showing at this stage. I'm not sure what's happened to Gunnar's Ferrari. He is really lacking straight line speed. F1 2019 swoops on the outside, passes Smithy D. Good overtaking lead then. Hammers is coming out of the pits. Is he going to get in front of Mike? Because no, Mike's already through. Mike is through and into 10th position there. Mike needs to come back to the pits, and we think next those medium tires not going to get to the end, are they? And it's Sim there, almost into the barrier there. Curly is got past Gunnar as well. Gunnar is out of pits, out on the hard tires, and he should be going to the end of the race as well. Then Gunnar in a very good position actually there, nicely done indeed. Then Ayrton has come in the pits then, and look at Lucius there on the outside of Nunda. He passes the Toro Rosso. He's gone in too deep then. Nunda trying to go up and under. He is oh my goodness, he lost a bit of momentum there, didn't he? And I thought Ayrton was going to sneak through on the outside. Ayrton on the back foot now as he's on the medium tires. That mistake has really cost Ayrton a number of points, unfortunately. What a shame there for Ayrton then. Top point, he was having a good old race, wasn't he? Smithy D then is down in 6th position at the moment, but he's still got some pace there, hasn't he? Hammers has got some pace there. He's really on the back of Mike straight away. Mike has had some problems there. I know, is he damaged the car? I think he might have just got a bit of light on the rear there, and he might have got a bit floaty. But has he got no? Let's take a look then. I missed that, even though I was looking for it. He's fine. He's got all his wings in the right direction. That's good stuff indeed there. So Mike there is a very lucky bunny indeed, isn't he? And oh my goodness, we've got 3 abreast. Oh my goodness, there's Ayrton on fire. So it's going to have a go in the castle section. My word! And look at them, they're so tight around there, isn't it? Goodness gracious me then. And we got 3 cars battling here for 14th, 15th, 16th position. Ayrton on the soft medium tires. On the medium tires. They're soft on the hard tires. Noon does 5 laps there, and into the pits goes F1 F1 2019, and who is going to change that, I think, onto the hard tyres now until the end of proceedings, is he? I presume so, unless the medium tyres can get to the end from there. We've got about 13 more laps to go in this session. I reckon it's well, he's on the hard tyres there, so yeah, I'm very sweaty again, and gosh, now we're back on board with Verstappen then, as he is just dropping away from Nunda, but now he's catching him. He's in the slipstream now. Nunda is punching a hole in the air then. F1 2019 is just coming out of the pits now. He is in front of Gunnar and in 11th position then, as it stands then. Ayrton is gaining then. Is he going to go on the inside? We're on board with Ayrton at the moment then, and he just believe it or not, the straight was not long enough at that time, was it? And now he's got another chance there. The second DRS here right now then. DRS then once again then. And Nunda's also got DRS as well then. So it's kind of neutralising the DRS effect, isn't it? But my goodness me, Ayrton does have the slipstream there. He's right underneath the rear wing then. Is he going to have a look then into turn number 3? He's on the inside. It's going to be a pinch. Wow, and he is through then. And up into 15th position. Good stuff indeed. And Nunda drop it down into 16th position there in the Toro Rosso. Lovely stuff indeed there from Ayrton. Sean Hammers is now coming up to the back of Smithy D. Smithy D on the hard tyres. Hammers is now on the fresh set of fresh set of hard tyres. Smithy on the medium tyres. That is basically, I got that the complete wrong way round, but there you go. Anyway, then it's coming out of turn 16 then, and there is Force. He's done a fantastic job, Force. He really is. He's going to go to the end of the race on those hard tyres. Lovely stuff indeed. Then Smithy D then is currently in 5th position. Hammers is in 6th position. We're on board of Hammers now then, as he is gaining, and Smithy D might not have an answer to this one, but my goodness me, Smithy D's top end pace is fantastic, isn't it? They seem to gain onto the back of him, and then when they're side by side, they seem to equal the Renault. But Hammers there on the outside and through and up into 5th position. Hammers is yellow flag. We got a problem, and it's Gurnman. I think Gurnman's had an adventure somewhere. He's on a horrible ending to his bronze season there. What a shame there for Gurnman. Murphy has done 13 laps there on the medium tyres. He is on the back of energetics now, and now we've got Sean Hammers, who's gone right to the back of Forza. I think Forza has had a trip somewhere, hasn't he? Ayrton and Nunda are still battling away then, and Ayrton's in the pits. And what's happened to Ayrton then, as he is coming into the pits, and he wasn't using DRS there. What's happened to Ayrton? What a shame then. It's a strong qualifying performance that is not replicating into the race here tonight, is it? And now we've got this battle here. Then it's between Forza, Hammers, Smithy D, and Mike is only a second and a bit back as well. So then, yeah, this could be a 4-car battle if they're going to battle too hard, because they would be losing time, won't they? And a lovely shot indeed. Then look at this. I love the shot out of the castle section. Beautifully done. Then that was indeed. Then as now Gurman's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's really having a nightmare race, isn't he? Gurman at the moment is out of second position. Then he will keep in 3rd position. Of course, that was clarified in the French Grand Prix, wasn't it? But that's unfortunate there for Gurman, isn't it? He's having a nightmare race. He's on the soft tyres now, and seeing if he can get the fastest up there. And now we're back on board then with Hammerstead. He's 4/10 of a second away then. Murphy is 4/10 of a second away as well. He's 3/10 of a second away. And look at this then, Hammers is gaining now on Forza. Look at him, he's gaining. Murphy is through, he's up, he passes Jackson's good 17th then. What about Hammers? He's hammering on the back of Forza. Not quite the one there. Forza's gone wide there. He is going to hurt, that's going to hurt momentum then. He is defending on the inside then, going into turn number 2 then. Hammers needs to keep it neat and tidy through here then, and he might have a chance there going into turn 3. And low Forza has launched off turn 2 absolutely splendidly well, hasn't he? Lovely stuff indeed there from Forza. He's 21 seconds behind the top 3 at the moment. The top 3 are in a league of their own at the moment, aren't they? And doing an almightily fine job there. That is almost a pit stop in front of these guys here. Wow, that is absolutely phenomenal pace at the front. It really is, isn't it? And yeah, very well done indeed then to the top 3 then, who aren't pitted yet. The rest of the guys have behind them. So Forza is going to the end, and so is Hammers. Smithy D, I don't think it's a, nor is Mike either. New Patel, I doubt if he goes to the end either on those hard tires. But remember, Murphy went to the end on those hard tires. Did every lap apart from 1 lap last night on those hard tires. And he might be, so New Patel might be doing the same again here. We'll keep an eye to see of New Patel's progress then in the second half of the season then, second half of the race then as well. We are are down to the final 12 laps then of the bronze season, and it's been I think it's been a success, hasn't it, since the first race in Monza about 9 weeks ago now. Wow, my goodness me, time flies. Into the pits comes the race leader, the Gore, who has been absolutely phenomenal so far, hasn't he? He has really been unstoppable, hasn't he? And he's in the pits side. The Williams mechanics are just changing those tires, and he should be back out in front. And he's on the soft tires, the Gore is. Wow, 10 laps on the soft tires. This is going to be intriguing, isn't it? And now then, his Hammers there is alongside Forza. Hammers is on the outside. There he goes, and we're on board there, Forza. And Hammers there is through and in fourth position. Then good stuff indeed then. And then that tells me though that as Hammers, that tells me that the Gore's pitted and he's still 7.9 seconds in front, and that is more than enough time, isn't it, to say that the front two of Murphy and Energix can make a stop and come back out on track. Then Curly Red is now up into it's now dropped down to 11th position there. F1 2019 there on the hard shot Alfa Romeo there, right to I think he had a bump there. He had a bump there, didn't he? As I think F1 2019 had a bit of a bump up the rear, but he is okay. He hasn't lost any plate, so he should not be too bad then. As now Curly Red then trying to have a look on the trying to have a look at Super 3, but nothing is happening there. Then on board with Mike, then he's on a superb race at the moment, isn't he? Forza is also keeping tabs there on the is keeping tabs then on the back of Sean Hammers as well, to come through the castle section once again. And look at how tight it is around there. Incredible stuff indeed. And lovely shot here as we look down. Only two retirements so far. Collinson, who has a DNS to his name, and we got RDW then, who has a DNF to his name. Then unfortunately both those two drivers then out of this race, and that's only two here in this very tight, twisty race circuit of Azerbaijan. Then so fantastic stuff indeed. Then now can Mike have a tidy exit? Then Murphy is still going on those medium tires. He's on a fantastic time out there, isn't he? Gurman back in the pits then, as Gurman is having what a shame for Gurman, because up to this race he's had a fantastic season, hasn't he? I think he had a bit of a difficult start in Monza, didn't he? But after that he really knuckled down, especially in Austria. Brilliant drive in Austria for Gurman, but yeah, not happening today, is it? And now where is Energetics? Energetics is behind Sean Hammers then, so that just shows that I know nothing about gaps then. And look at this, and we got Forza. And Forza is right under the it's under the pressure there, isn't he? And look as Energetics is asking, I think he's weaving to see if Hammers will let him through there, but look at this then. So Energetics has come up behind him, so the Gort then is now then off and into a distance then, so that just shows how important these gaps are, isn't it? And now then this is going to be interesting indeed. Then Energetics then is on the soft tires as well until the end of this race then. Good stuff indeed. He's on the inside. That's a lockup, but he's through. He passes Hammers. He is through and in fourth position. Fantastic stuff indeed then. And yeah, lockup there, and very good overtake indeed then. I love seeing lockups, actually. It's really cool, isn't it? It just makes it more dramatic, doesn't it? Lovely shot here from the nose cone here of the Haas then, as we're going through the castle section. I love the shot. It's a beautiful shot, isn't it? And now he's really pushing Forza there out of the corners, isn't he? And they're coming down the back straight once again then. We're into the following on laps, so Murphy leads, and he's basically come from the back of the grid right to the front again then. Murphy, as he loves the I think he loves the overtaking challenge, don't he? Energetic is going slightly wide there. I was bracing myself. I thought he was going to go into the barrier, but that's not the case. And so Forza is into the pits comes Murphy. I thought he was a 5-second penalty for Murphy then, but it's Bradfield there who got a penalty there, a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. And now then it's Energetic then. He has lost quite a lot of time on this outlap, hasn't he? Is he as the Gore said, the fast lap of the race then, but has there been enough for him to lose time to Murphy as well? Then as he comes over the DRS slide as well. Then where's Murphy? Murphy is on track then. That's a fantastic outlap. He is through and in second position then. Energetics there. That has cost him. He is down in third position. Forza in fourth position as well then. Oh goodness me then. So yeah, so Murphy there on a fantastic outlap then. So Murphy is having a second position. A brilliant drive once again from Dan. Fantastic. Gort leads then. Second position is Murphy. Energetics in third position. Energetics has completed his mission now, as he is now in second position in the Drivers' Championship. Gunnar is now under pressure there from Bradfield, and he is up the inside. Bradfield takes 12th position, and away he goes then. Unfortunately, Bradfield there, he had some pace here tonight, but he damaged the wing there, and he's also facing the wrong way as well, wasn't he? which is a shame, wasn't it? DRS is available then for Gunnar, and he is coming down the back straight once again. And can Gunnar come back at the McLaren drive as well? As Bradfield there going to the inside, then so is Gunnar as well. Then, but they're all status quo then, and they're as they were then. So Gore at the moment then is 6.2 seconds of gap. Is remember that, as that might be shrinking or growing there, depending on how much Murphy is going to be putting the squeeze on the Gore then. And then why he is putting the squeeze on him at the moment. As he's good, he's given 2/10 of a second away. The Gore as to Murphy already. My goodness me, then fan. I think that Murphy is very much hot. Is very much on it tonight, isn't he? He is on fire tonight, isn't he? But Murphy is in the final race of ALR. He's been in all 3 races, I think, at ALR around Azerbaijan. So yeah, very much. It's been very intriguing indeed. That the Gore is now up to pace, and the gap has gone up to 2.6 seconds. Then as now Forza is Azerbaijan at the fast of the race as well. Then, so they're going to be yo-yoing around then, those top 3 then, all on the soft tires to the end of the race. Then those soft tires going to get to the end of the race, and the soft tires can be quite fragile around here at times, can't they? But we'll soon find out at the end of the race. And Gurman is actually soloing that fast off the road then, as he wants to join in a bit of fun as well. Down in 70th position, Gurman is the moment having a nightmare old race. And Potato is in the pits there. He's on the soft tires as well. Then he is looking at little points here tonight. Maybe even no points to work, because he's dropped out of the points there with 7 laps to go. And we're going to have a fastest up fest, don't we? To end a bronze. And what a brilliant way to end bronze. Fantastic, isn't it? Really good stuff, Ben. And Dan has now got the gap down to 5.4 seconds in the middle sector. Dan is mighty in the middle sector, isn't he? He was talking, remember, I spoke about this in qualifying. In the castle section, Dan is very confident through there, isn't he? And he is really shown in the middle sector that he is putting the Gore and Energetics. They are losing a lot of time in that second sector. And I'm not sure where they're losing it. We'll have a look at Dan a bit in a bit then, after this battle here between Hammers and Forza. My goodness me, then. He is absolutely intense. Dan is in that second sector. It's down to 5 seconds there. That's almost a second since they went over the line. That's incredible stuff, isn't it? And they come down into turn number 15 as well. And it's very off camera there. It drops as well. It's a bit of a horrible little corner that one is, isn't it? And coming out to turn 16 as well. Then DRS then right on the money. And now then they are away. Then they are going to be now on the power right until turn 1. Then Forza's had a very good launch there on turn number 16. And the Hammers then is got a couple of laps younger tires than those than Forza in front of him. Then that may pay dividends in the later stages of the race as well. And so as we're coming into the final stages then of the ALR season 3 experience there, where of course we've had a successful season, haven't we? Granty is the third champion of ALR. Well, no, he's the second champion of ALR, isn't he? But he has won it in season 3 for the second time in his career. Gurman is retired from the race then, unfortunately, as he get a good go. Actually, Gurman did in the end. I think he was hanging it out waiting for a safety car perhaps then, but that's unfortunate. Mike is in the pits as well, and also going on to the soft tires then. So where's Mike coming out then? He is coming out in front of Curly, and let's see what pace that Mike has then in the final stages then. And now then Hammers, then we're back on board with Hammers at the moment, as Hammer and Forza, as I've got to say, it's status quo at the moment, isn't it? We're down to 16 cars left then in this we're down to 16 cars left in this race, and it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. New Potato is now very much on the back of Curly, isn't he? Quite quickly as well. New Potato is then, can he get back at the points? And he is very much he wants to score some points up to this race. New Potato has not been off the podium in any of his bronze races that he's participating in, so unfortunately that is going to come to an end tonight unless we have a safety car in the next couple of laps, and that will really spice things up, won't it? But as it stands at the moment, in a normal environment race, I don't think that's going to happen at this moment in time. Or it doesn't matter how quickly the bronze champion is, then I just don't think he has the pace then overall, does he? Curly Red then is very slow coming out of the castle section as well then, and now they're coming down, and look, no Potato there, he is through, he passes Curly, and he is up in the 10th position. He's back in the points then. F1 2019 there is also getting on Sim as well. Look at this, and this is the closest it's been, and Hammers was very late on the DRS then, as they have a look into turn 1 then. Smithy is in the pits there, and he is going to throw on the hard tire, he's going to throw on the soft tire as well towards the end of this event as well then. And F1 2019, it's up into the 7th edition. Great overtake indeed there from F1 2019. Sim is down in 7th, down into 7th position as well. Swiftly coming out of the pits as well. Is he going to get out in front of Mike then? Where is he? And they're very close, I think. They're more than close. And look at this, and they're very close. And Swiftity is just behind Mike then, but he does have DRS then. Now Mike is already feeling the pinch, isn't he? He's going defensive straight away there as soon as Swiftity comes out. Goodness gracious me then. Fantastic stuff indeed. Really incredible. And so now he's got 5 tenths per second between Swiftity and Mike at the moment. Swiftity and Mike at the moment. Good stuff indeed then. Back to this battle here between Hammers and Forza. It's brilliant stuff at the moment, isn't there? 3.1 seconds to go for that. We've got 5 more laps to go with ALR in 2019. Goodness gracious me, this is going to be fantastic, isn't it? This is the perfect way to end a fantastic season in bronze indeed then. And of course, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the drivers that has made a bronze a absolutely privileged to out there. Enjoyed every single one of you guys racing. It's been an absolute honour to basically be voicing over the action. It's been brilliant. It really has indeed then. And I'm hoping that the final 4 laps is going to be just as full as the other laps that we have done here in a bronze set. Now Hammers then is a DRS set. This time he's much quicker on the DRS set, which might be better. It is better. He is in full position. Forza has dropped down into well, he's still in full position actually. Is into the pit set comes Energetic set. He's changing tires and he has gone on the soft tire set at the moment, and he has 6 points adrift there of Gernman, and then he is still going to be in front of Gernman by 4 points then if he finishes 5th today. And F1 2019 now is going to be very interested there, but F1 2019 is on the hard tires here, isn't he? So as New Potato said, the fast of the race, he's also got by Sim as well. Sim is in the pits. There's a lot of cars there that are coming in the pits very late on in this race, isn't it? Which is quite a surprise really, because I feel that they haven't got much time there to really make up the time they lost, the time they lose in the pit lane. So I'm a bit surprised of how late they're coming in the pits on this one. Anyway, Mike is in 7th position, Sifty is 8th, Vanud is in at 9th position there, Curly is in at 10th position as well then. Bradfield just outside the point, Sim is in at 12th position, Gunnar is just behind Sim in 30th position with the second Ferrari of Lucius in 14th, Noonday in 15th, Ayrton is in 16th position as well, Retirements, Gurman out, Artie Wee is out as well, Sim is out of the race, oh he's gone crouching into the barrier, that's a big old shot, and it's a safety car. What else did you expect there at the final stages of this race? Oh goodness gracious me then. And oh gosh, that is oh goodness me then, this is going to be incredible, isn't it? Incredible. And then so Gore is in the pit then, Murphy is staying out then, so Murphy is staying out. Is that going to cost him? Because there is a big old gap, isn't there, to Gore and Sean Hammers. There was 26 seconds when he was coming in the pits. So Murphy has taken the lead here in Azerbaijan. And then in the pits there comes Gore, and Gore's on course for his first win in ALR bronze. But at the moment there, this safety car has really thrown a dice, hasn't it? Gore's out in second position then, so he's going to have fresh tires then. Sean Hammers is in third position, Forza is in the pits then, Energetics then is coming over the grid hatchings as well, and he's just put on those tires, hasn't he? So it's almost perfect that Forza's in the pits now, changing onto those soft tires then, and going to the end as well then. As Sim is saying that, oh dear, Sim is saying that his wheels turned off and he's gone straight into the barrier. Why is caused an almighty excitement towards the end of the season, hasn't he? And what else did you expect here? Fantastic stuff here tonight. F1 2019 coming out of the pits now then. Curly Red is coming in the pits, so is Bradfield. I think anyone who is outside the points might, they're all on the hard tires, aren't they? So they're probably going to be all coming into the pits then. How long is the safety car going to be out for? I think we're going to have like 2 laps then, a 2-lap sprint race, haven't we? Fantastic stuff indeed. I thought we had a fantastic end to gold on Sunday. Well, we're going to have an equally fantastic race for bronze as well, aren't we? Good stuff indeed then. So Murphy has not pitted, Gore has pitted, he's got 5 lap younger tires. Is that going to be the difference maker? Sean Hammers has not pitted, and we've just seen a comment there that might be costly there, isn't it? Figures from Kelly saying anyone who hasn't pitted for softs now is in trouble there. Goodness gracious me. As Emo say, shut up, how many times do you have to say that we love you, Sean? But I think I've missed the contents of that old comment there. But to be honest, I'm absolutely shattered there. I've got to say, this commentary malark is absolutely, it takes the life out of me. Goodness me, gosh, and I've had indigestion since the qualified as well. So I'm going to have to get some more Gaviscon on the go at the end of this one. Anyway, then we're now then approaching the final couple of laps then here in silver, and I think Farf just finds like seeing the safety car, to be honest. I reckon he just decided to get the safety car out, didn't he? He was probably bored. Farf was sat in the sat in the old bar. He just finished off his season, and I've got to say, what a way to finish off as well then. Lap 24 then, Bernd Mailander then is leading us away then for the final time. We're going to see Bernd Mailander in ALR, and I've got to say hats off to him as well. So really good stuff indeed then, as now then we're coming out of turn 1 then. So let's take stock, shall we? We're on lap 24 out of 26 here in Baku. Dan Murphy is leading. He could have won in Abu Dhabi, but he pulled over, didn't he, as he was reserved. But will he do it tonight then? Because there's not much on the lines there was in Abu Dhabi, and this will be his first ever race win in ALR. Fantastic stuff. Gort, this could be his first ever race win in ALR as well. He's in second position. What about Hammers? He hasn't won either. The top 3 have never won in ALR. This is fantastic. It really is, isn't it? The full position is Energetic said he has won in ALR, hasn't he? And he's currently on course for second position in the Drivers' Championship. Forza in 5th position. Mike is in 6th position. Smithy D in 7th. Irish Potato 8th position. F1 2019 is in 9th then. 10th is Curly Red. 11th position outside the points is Bradfield. 12th is Gooner. Ayrton in 13th position. He hasn't pitted. 14th position is Lucius. Nunda in 15th position as well then. Retirements, we've lost Sim. His wheel turned off. He calls the safety car here. We have also got Gurman out of the race as well. And he had a horror show, didn't he? Gurman did some issues in qualifying, and then in the race as well, he damaged the wing, and he didn't recover from there, really, did he? And RDW out of the race as well. Collins there, who I think has missed the race. I think he's fallen asleep somewhere. He is he had a DNS to his name as well, unfortunately then. I'm hoping to see that magic sign, the safety car, in the end of this lap then as well. The cars are almost together as well, just on board Nunda. He is the last man running in the Toro Rosso, down in 50th position at the moment, and so potentially he could get some points as well. Ayrton hasn't stopped in all his hammers, and those two might be sitting ducks, I think, is I'm sure Becca Jones saying they might be sitting ducks there, and so that's a shame indeed then, isn't it, for those two? But you never know what might happen. Anything could happen in this race, it really can. There is that magical message. The safety car is in. We're going to be green for 2 more laps in here in ALR. This is it then. The final stages of ALR Bronson. It has been fantastic, hasn't it? 3 leagues on 3 weeknights. Goodness me. I gotta say, I am looking forward to my bonus at the end of this race, which is probably is going to be hopefully a big old chocolate bar. I'm hoping. I love a Galaxy. Right then, Murphy is Gooner's got a 5-second penalty there for a serious collision. Then Murphy is controlling the pace, isn't he? This is going to be very perilous, isn't it? Murphy has to be smart about this, doesn't he? It's one of the most difficult safety car restarts in all of the racetracks around here, all the racetracks in ALR. We are go for the final time. Then Murphy leads, and second position is the Gore, and he's had a perfect start, hasn't he? And then making sure that slipstream doesn't get activated. Hammers there very much on the money. Then as they come down into turn 1, then lap 25 out of 26. Then they're all bunched up. Then it's all fair game now, isn't it? And we've got F1 2019 who is got in front of New Potato then, and let's take a look then. Oh my goodness, we've got a couple of cars there side by side. Curly's on the inside then. Oh, that's contact. Smithy D's in the wall. He's in the wall there. That's Promise said. Oh, now let's take a phase of action. Oh my goodness me. And as I think Ayrton just went underneath it there, didn't he? Oh my goodness me. And he did indeed that. Ayrton decides to go under cars, not over them. Smithy D, I think, has got a problem, hasn't he? I think he has got a problem. Smithy D, I think there's a problem there. It's a technical issue. Forza's jumping down the other as well. There's contact again. Then oh goodness me, that is all gone. It's all gone off, hasn't it? Here in the final race, and Forza's dropped right down to 10th position there. And what was a very calm race has turned into absolute it's turned into absolute anarchy, hasn't it? As New Potato then, has he got damage there onto that wing? I think he has, hasn't he? He's struggling there, isn't he? With the downforce there. Now Lucius is up to 9th position. Fantastic stuff indeed. That so coming through the Gooner's off there. Oh, and Ayrton's damaged the wing there, and Gooner there. Oh, and he's slamming it into the bar there. He is out of the race as Smithy D has got all kinds of issues there as well, as he is just rolling, isn't he? And now then Dan Murphy then has got 1 lap then. He has got 1 more lap to go in this race. Incredible stuff then. And now then as he comes on the back straight as well. Gunnar is out of the race, and that's a shame for Gunnar on his final race here of bronze then for F1 2019. Then we'll see Gunnar back in 2020. I have no doubt about that. Swiftly D is out of the race as well. Gore is going for the lead then. The Gore is going for the lead then. It's the Gore and Dan then. Murphy going for the lead then here in Baku. Then who is going to get that first race win? I think Energetics also. I don't know, because Murphy breaks so much later there, and really, that's very good a corner in there from Murphy. But the Gore has got fresher tyres than Dan, hasn't he? And F1 2019. It's also got by Mike as well. Mike dropping down 6th position. We've also got a new. Oh my goodness me! There's all kinds of shenanigans going on there. And a new potato there is really struggling at this stage of the race as well. Noonda could get some points there. Fantastic indeed. As Lucius retired from the session as well. Then my goodness me, Sean Harris is doing a cracking job out there, isn't he? Really good job indeed. They were down to 12 cars then. And I also put the jigs on that as well. But how lack of retirements all of a sudden we have had like 3 or 4 in the last 5-6 laps. Incredible stuff indeed. Then Hammer still in third position. That decision not to pit, that has been brilliant, hasn't it? The Gore is now all over the back of Dan, isn't he? As Dan has decided not to pit, and Gore's got softer tyres. Then he has only got one more attempt to do it, and of course the turn 1 was his best attack, but he might have fresher tyres. They're coming down then to the end of this. And then the straight as well, Murphy's got a good old launch there, hasn't he? And Noonda is in 10th finish there. He's had a great race, hasn't he? Noonda has. He is all of a sudden, he's turned it around. Lovely, hasn't he? Noonda's brilliant. 17th there for the Toro Rosso team. And one Toro Rosso leads. Joe Toro Rosso's in 10th finish then. Murphy is coming out of turn number 16 then. He's now just got to hold the throttle down and just defend that position as much as possible, because it is now a straight line to the end then. Let's see what the Gore can do. The Gore is putting as much power as possible. We're going to have it. It's going to be a dead heat. It's going to be a dead heat. They come over the line then. And who's going to win then? Who's going to win? Look at this. It's so close. It's so close. And Murphy wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The Gore in second. Hammers in third position. Energetics in fourth. Then Mike in fifth. Curly sixth. And F1 seventh. Bradfield eighth. Forza in ninth. Then Noonda is in a cracking 10th position there. 11th position is going to be Irish Potato. His first time off the podium. And Ayrton is going to be in 12th position. Murphy wins his first race of ALR, and it's in ALR bronze here in Azerbaijan. Absolutely fantastic race. Really well done indeed. And the decision not to stop there was mighty, wasn't it? And he is on top of the podium there, top of the rostrum there. Murphy's first race win in any of the ALR divisions, and I think it's been a long time coming. So fantastic stuff there for Dan there, and I think he's done a really good job here today in Baku. I'm just having a breath, really. My goodness me, there. As poor Gore, I think, was had a fantastic race, and he looked at that 700th of a second separates Murphy and Gore, so close to the end there. Dan from 18th on the grid there to win this race then. Brilliant stuff indeed then. Gore in second position, Hammers in third then, fourth position Energetics, Mike in fifth position, Curly in sixth, F1 2019 seventh, eighth is Forza, Bradfield in ninth, and Noonda getting the final point in 10th position. Good stuff indeed there. New Potato in 11th position, 12th position is Ayrton. Those are the final finishers and from ALR bronze of the final race of round 9 then. Retirements is Lucius Gunnar, Smithy D, Sim Gurnman and RDW all retired then from round 9 of a bronze here in ALR, and it's been a fantastic time. It really has indeed then. And Nunda saying that my first point in ALR, so very happy indeed there. Of course he had to be in it to win it, and he did a splendid job indeed, didn't he? Wow. And I can have a lie down now as well. Fantastic 70 then, as I am now going to go into hibernation, as that is my duties done on F1 2019. I'm about to uninstall it as soon as this broadcast is over, and I'm going to go down and go to sleep then until July the 7th, I think it is, where I'll wake and back up for F1 2020. Good stuff indeed then. And just a final word from ALR. It has been a fantastic season, it really has. And season 3, and Grant, they're winning the World Championship for the second time then. He's the first ever double world champion in ALR history. Fantastic stuff from Grant. Really well done indeed there. He's also once again the winner of the Constructors title as well for Williams. So fantastic stuff from Granty. In silver, Glock has been absolutely mega stuff, hasn't he? Won it from round 15 there in brilliant fashion as well, didn't he, for Glock. And also Red Bull got the Constructors. And then in bronze then, New Potato there has come in and really done a fantastic job, hasn't he? Right from the get-go. And he is the bronze champion. Also, Alfa Romeo getting the constructors as well. Sean Hammers has just joined me in the commentary box now. And Sean, I got to say, you had a fantastic race there. Very much right at the thick of the action, and not pitting at the end there. Really gave you the advantage getting on the podium there. Fantastic judgment.
Well, to be honest, that was a cat and mouse game with Forza, because I thought I was ahead of him, and I was like, well, whatever he does, I'll do the opposite. And he was coming into the pit, so I thought I'll stay out. But they were all on softs at the end, so Racer Sim was like feeding me info. So I have to thank him, because they were all over me on the last 2 laps, and especially the last lap. But yeah, enjoyed that. And yeah, a little shout out to my little nephew who was born a week ago now. But yeah, thank you again.
Oh, brilliant stuff indeed. And that's great news as well. Yeah, nice. What's his name, or hasn't he got a name yet?
Yeah, he's been called Lucas. Yes.
Oh, nice one. I'm a Liverpool fan, I am, so I'm liking that name as well. Of course, Lucas used to be my favourite player back in the day. Yeah, I know, it's a bit of a random fact there, which you wasn't interested in. Anyway, but overall, as the season, then I would say you've had a fantastic season. You really have. I think that you've moved up into 4th now in the championship as well in the final standings. I think you've had a brilliant stuff.
Yeah, I have to just thank everyone, including Alex, yourself for doing commentary, and even Far for being the admin for the league. It's just, I'd say, it's the best league I'm in, and I've just enjoyed my whole time here so far. Hopefully more of the same next season, because I've had 3 podiums so far, and hopefully I can make that into a win for next season.
I hope so as well. Well done, buddy. A fantastic season. Really well done indeed then. And I think I've just had a message from Farfair. We're just waiting for our champion to come in, I think, of Nude Potato then as well. I'm just waiting now. So I'm going to have to kill some time, unfortunately, for you guys. as George has just asked, can I get driver of the day? Can I get driver of the day sometimes? Well, I got to say, it's very hard to come by driver of the day. I think Dan got it last night in silver, so he can't have it 2 days in a row, can he? Because that'd just be very much unfair, wouldn't it? We're just waiting for our champion New Potato to come in. He had a bit of a difficult race today, didn't he? This is the first time that he has not been on the podium in his ALR career. That is absolutely an incredible stat. It really is, isn't it? It really is indeed then. Yeah, it's been a great season. It really has then as well. I'm absolutely shattered, to be honest. I've got to say, just sitting here and just talking about cars going round and round and round is it doesn't seem to yeah it doesn't really seem too hard, does it? But my goodness me, it was hard work tonight. It really was. Of course, George is a cookie, by the way. Thank you for that. I'm glad for clarifying, because I was trying to wonder I was trying to work out which driver you were. Farfa said, do not worry about Irish then, as Irish there is having some yeah. Anyway, that's it from us then. It's been a brilliant season overall then. Fantastic stuff, and thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for the comments there all season. Really well done indeed then. And we'll see you over the summer there as we're having the Constructors Super Cup there. That's going to be good stuff indeed then. It's all about team versus team, and we'll be back for season 3 in a couple of Sundays time. Keep an eye out for the Facebook and for YouTube as well. See you soon.